everyone. Welcome to Central Clash. We are happy to bring you some more Guilty Gear Strive action with me. I lost it. That's my bad. We're back, baby. I'm pointing at the camera. You're understanding I'm pointing at the camera, and I'm here with my boy Mini Matt in the back.
I'm here in
How's it going?
spirit.
Yeah, it's the spirit of Mini Matt. Mini Matt has had to go back to his home planet, and all we were left with his spirit. So the UMAs took him, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's messed
It's just
up.
how it works, honestly.
This is the last remaining photo of myself before I was abducted.
It's a goddamn shame. You hate to see it, but you know what I love to see? Guilty Gear Strive and a tournament for it nonetheless here. You know, thank you all for joining in for Central Clash. Happy to have you all here.
Absolutely, this is an exciting event. I like Strive a lot. The more time has passed, the more in-depth people's opinions have gotten, but I think I'm landing on the side of the fence of this game being very fun, and I'm excited about the upcoming patch.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about this upcoming patch and what potentially it looks like, and kind of the different sides of people who are like, oh, people who have not really dealt with Arx's games get to finally deal with Arx's games. You're gonna laugh when Soul gets nerfed from top 1 to top 1 type stuff. So I'm really interested to see how all that turns out, because we've had the history too. We've seen different characters like historically throughout BlazBlue, throughout Guilty Gear, just be like, huh, well, Kokone is sure a problem, but also she's still a problem post-patch, just not nearly as much of a here's one answer problem. Now she has two answers.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the land of Soul Bad Guy being a strong character, probably for a very long time.
Yeah, just a little bit. But you know what? I'm enjoying the game still, regardless of the patch or not. I'm enjoying it in its current state, and I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it in its future state.
Same. And I'm excited to see this bracket of the game in its current state. We have appears to be 25 entrants. Pretty good bracket. Sunday afternoon, playing some Strive.
Perfect time for Strive, which is, you know, anytime, but this is like post-brunch Strive.
There's definitely some real strong names in this bracket from a lot of really strong BlazBlue players we've been talking about.
Right, yeah. We were talking about that a lot earlier before we went live, about how this is a lot more of a BlazBlue-centric community that is going to be pulling into this bracket here. But even from that, like, we were both used to be BlazBlue players. We played it for many years together and whatnot, went to events and whatnot. And it's kind of cool to see some of the names that still persist since those days within the tournament too.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really exciting to see how many people are jumping into Strive as a game.
Mm-hmm. And oh, good.
And it looks like we do have our first match then.
Looks like they're loading in, but I can't tell because they're just kind of chilling off to the side here.
They're hanging out. Oh yeah, I should probably.
It should be Dust XL versus Neolith here in the first match.
I should probably hit the spectate button.
Oh yeah, let me do that to you real quick.
That's a cool button.
Here's my spectate button. Matt,
talk to the book. You talk to the book and you say spectate.
Okay. Can't believe it. I'm talking to a book. I took a look in the book.
You gotta do it.
Right.
You don't want to have to, but you have to.
You know, there's rainbows outside, and I should be reading them. You know, LeVar Burton would be really ticked off if you heard I wasn't reading. So I gotta bring that PBS knowledge here to today.
Rest in peace, LeVar Burton. Is LeVar Burton still around? Actually, I don't really know. Reading Rainbow is a very old show, though.
Okay, I didn't spit my coffee. I had to work really hard for that. LeVar Burton is still alive and has recently hosted on Jeopardy.
Oh, I haven't watched Jeopardy in like 20 years. So that's LeVar Burton's fault, not mine. I would like to think. He maybe should have asked me if he wanted me to know better.
Okay, man. I thought, FYI, I thought you might want to know that I'm hosting on Jeopardy.
Yeah, he didn't send me a message. He didn't send me a call.
I only trended on Twitter for getting myself to host on Jeopardy. That's all, Mini Man. I thought maybe you might see it, but I gotta use a more personal touch, apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you forward this to LeVar Burton. Next time he'll know better. We can avoid this this awkward misunderstanding here.
It's this horrible debacle between. Well, he didn't tell me he was hosting on Jeopardy, so LeVar Burton is definitely dead.
That's about how it is these days.
I mean, in all fairness, there was a period on Twitter where someone's name would be trending, and the first response would be like, "Oh my god, I thought blank was dead." It's like something completely like unnoteworthy at all. But then when people think they're dead, it's like, well, that changes everything. You become the most popular person for a little while.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is fake die.
Ryuto mentioned LeVar Burton must have died.
Must have died. That's the default, baby. Must have died. So we're still waiting for our opponent here. Okay, so Enderbolt versus 40 Flash Kick.
That first matchup must have died.
Must have died. Dust XL didn't show up. Must have died. Must have bit the dust.
The actual like in-game dust though.
Yeah.
It got dusted so hard their account got deleted.
I mean, realistically, if you get hit by dust in game, you're probably dead anyway.
If you get hit by dust, your account does in fact get deleted. It does.
Right.
Dust. That's one of the things I'm more interested in seeing if they change in the patch. Do they want dust to do the amount of damage it does right now? Charged dust. I mean, at the start, it felt like ludicrously overtuned because it was really easy to get like 60% life. But the more we play and the more things become apparent, like that's just kind of B&B damage for almost everybody off of any decent starter. So it seems like they just want you to be doing 60% damage off of good starters and anything that requires setup. So it feels more like that big 60% damage from Charge Dust seemed really ridiculous because it was really fast. People found that day 0 that just, doing this dust combo to 60% life. But a month later, when everything is doing that much, it doesn't feel as egregious as it did when the game first dropped. But I still think it's mad high.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it felt like it was a lot of damage, but now that we've gotten a few more months into the meta and everything like that, people are starting to figure out that this, at least I should say personally, I feel like it's in line with the rest of the game. I think it's in line with most of the cast of the characters and its utility as a high damage situational thing. I think on the other end, though, it's the usage and the risk reward on it compared to a lot of the other options of the game that get you very similar reward, it's very similar damage, and even better situations when it's blocked. Whereas like this one's just like, yeah, I'm safe, I'm pushed back a little bit, but meh. It feels like there's still not much to it. It just kind of, if it gets blocked, everything kind of ends with a dud. You can't really punish it. You're still kind of far away, so it's kind of like that weird shaky situation where you're like, well, I'm back at neutral ? But slightly disadvantaged. It just doesn't really, it hits with a thud, I guess, if it doesn't actually hit. And if it hits, you freaking explode your opponent. They're freaking gone. They get LeVar Burton live on twitch.tv.com. And it's just like, it's interesting, I guess. I would like to see a little bit more risk reward going into it, because it's like, oh, it got blocked. Oh crap, they went for the big thing. The big thing got blocked, and it's not treated as the big thing anymore. It's like, oh well, that's unfortunate. That's a slight inconvenience, I guess. So I don't know. That's very, very interesting in that regard.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to kind of tune it a little bit instead of messing with the damage, just skewing the risk a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I think dust is something I would be interested in seeing changed, but I don't really know how. Like, I don't know how to predict what they would change about it, because I think this first big patch is, even more than just for dust, gonna tell us a lot about what everyone has probably been personally theorizing about, like, what is the design direction for Strive forward thinking? Like, what are the things that people are talking about that are working as intended, and what are the things that they decide maybe this is a little too much. And it's going to give a lot of insight into maybe not exactly what the game will look like over the coming years, but what they intend for it to look like. Like, what do they actually want? What is the thing they desire from guiltygear.strive.gov?
Very well said from the Secretary of Absolute Defense. Gotta check those governmental websites, get all the knowledge we can. Oh, there they are. It's them. 40% flash kick. They made it. Now we have
Giovanna flash kick really is a 40% flash kick in a lot of ways.
It really is, honestly. It does a lot of the same things. It goes up in the air. It's a flippity-doo-dah kick. It is not invincible, but it's high crush, I guess. Trying not to use Tekken terms here. It low profile, or it doesn't low profile. It high profiles, I guess. I don't know. It makes it so that it's like an anti-air.
Yeah.
There's a word in there. I'm trying to say high crush, but it is a high crush.
It definitely low profiles, high crushes, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's evasive rather than invincible. So that's 40% flash kick. That's about 40% flash kick. And there's two of them, so it's 80% flash kick now.
We almost got a full flash kick.
We are almost there, folks of the audience. We are about to see a full flash kick here once we get like Guile's haircut in here.
40% flash kick in the classic color. Enderbold rocking that faded photograph look. 40% grab. This is kind of an interesting matchup because both of these characters have the tools to get out of Giovanna pressure, but not the tools to totally invalidate it. So it's a pretty active mirror.
It very much is. They are both going in on each other. And I think what we saw there earlier with the BRC from 40% flash kick is going to be a lot of what dictates this matchup and who comes out on top. Who is going to use the system mechanics to put that extra bit of movement on Giovanna's movement? Ooh. And like that.
We put a grab on that slab?
On that dab.
On that dab.
Wait, camera can't see me, so but pretend I dabbed.
I'm always pretending you dab.
It's true.
Ooh, dive kick. That's super, very, very good.
Extremely good, but I've rarely ever seen used like as like a true like a TK drill
dive kick.
counter pick.
It was good stuff. Red Roman maybe killing off a wall break here.
Yeah, at least there it is. There's that third kick.
Yeah.
Great conversion from 40% flash kick, doing like 80% life off of that. That was so cool.
That was sick.
That was mad fire.
The knee is such a good move. It lets Giovanna get those really long distance air conversions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice bait.
And even speaking of conversion, one thing Flash Kick is really doing a great job is using that 5K as a juggle tool from afar and keeping it very, very consistent. Like, we were saying that these are BlazBlue players from earlier, and one thing that's about BlazBlue players is they're really good at timing-based combos, tapping the same button multiple times, but with a certain rhythmic aspect to it that it will keep the combo up. And I see that shining very heavily here too. But 40% Flash Kick, as was mentioned earlier, might have more of a Guilty Gear background too, so mix of both worlds.
The perfect combination.
Yeah, we made the perfect beast.
Speaking of perfect combinations, that was a nice combo. 40% Flash Kick is real close to it.
Ooh.
This might be if this is 2 out of 3, that's, I believe, the set. Or are we running 3 out of 5s? I don't know. It's 2 out of 3s. That's the set.
The ghost of LeVar Burton has come beyond the grave to tell us that it is 2 out of 3. So great stuff, the 40% Flash Kick there. Really good at confirming through every single situation, really relying on those 5Ks and using to the best of their ability to make sure that they're able to get as much damage. But one thing that also did is that it maximized the meter during the situation where they were still being juggled, and they can get enough meter back to be able to confirm into more damage afterward and keep pushing towards the corner. And that is a level of optimization that is extremely necessary at the higher levels of this game.
Absolutely. It's so big to be able to just get the correct carry, get the correct route kind of anywhere, because I definitely feel like this is a game where most characters, besides a few who rest in peace, have the ability to just get some conversion or another, kind of wherever they are on the screen.
Right.
And just having the knowledge base of how it works off of all your different starters, off your all of your weird stray hits, gets you so much mileage.
Yeah, and definitely 40% flash kick showing the power of stray hit mileage right then and there. So congratulations to Flash Kick for moving on. They'll be in the winners quarters after this one, facing who I believe we're going to see next on stream, the winner of Free Game No Complain and Hitso Shuda. Waiting for Hito Shooter here, assuming that's not them on the second floor, just chillaxing, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
It was a name I definitely recognize from online BlazBlue stuff. They've been around in the BlazBlue net play scene for quite some time, doing real strong work.
And I'm kind of curious to hear from you, Matt, because I want a second opinion on this. As far as you also having a history of BlazBlue and being a little bit more current with BlazBlue than I have recently been, how do you feel BlazBlue skill sets really transfer over to a Guilty Gear skill set, specifically Strive?
One of the things I was kind of talking about earlier before stream as well is that air grabs in this game operate pretty close to BlazBlue air grabs. They're closer than to Guilty Gear air grabs. Like, you can do them out of an air dash. They have a whiff. They kind of mess with your air momentum a little bit. They have the same recovery that, well, not the same as in BlazBlue. They have more recovery because they're not attached to a button and attached to like the baseline air to ground recovery. Air grabs in this game operate a lot closer to BlazBlue. So I feel like BlazBlue players are probably gonna be really, really comfortable in navigating the correct situations and spacings to scoop people. I know a lot of Guilty Gear players I've talked to had a lot of trouble adjusting to the differences in air grabs. I think coming from a BlazBlue background is probably going to feel pretty comfortable. Like you said earlier, a lot of the combos in this game are weight-based juggles based on timing and combo length, and less necessarily because older Guilty Gear, because of Gatlings and the speed of connecting moves and a lot of the proration affecting how quick they could tech.
Yes.
Combo routes were like very, very strict based on height and starter to an extent. Like, once you know which pieces fit where, you could move them around a bit. But you saw a lot of the exact same strings always, because that's the thing that works and puts them where the next string works. In Strive, it's obviously like that for a lot of routes too, but because of the gravity stuff, you can kind of turn weird starters into your normal routes just by recognizing how many hits you've gotten and kind of where they're floating. And you can be a little more freeform as long as you have enough gravity left, basically. And I think that sort of a approach to confirming and making combos start reminds me a little bit of BlazBlue. Like, you could get a lot of weird stray hits with Kokonoi, for example, and then use like 2C or 5B to kind of normalize their height, and then just work with how much SMP or whatever combo limiter you have left in your route. And Strive feels a lot like that too.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good point I didn't even think about. The ability to convert from those stray hits and kind of, like BlazBlue, you have that kind of funnel down point. You have all convergent points for certain combos. And it's like, if I get to this hit in this situation, the rest of it goes like this. If I rate this hit in this situation, the rest of the hits can go like this. And so there's a very good funneling down of different options for most of the cast of characters in Strive. And I think that is very reminiscent of BlazBlue. And I kind of going back to what we saw from 40% Flash Kick, I think we saw a lot of remnants of that, more than just the actual consistency of pressing the button and making sure the juggle continues, but also the consistency of funneling down to a specific option per the situation, looking at the meter and saying, okay, I have this much meter, this funnels down to this. I don't have enough meter by this kick, it funnels down to this. And I think throughout that sort of consistency that we saw there, it kept it very, very forward moving, kept 40% flash kick, making sure they did a lot of damage, that they were confirming everything, and they did so with confidence on top of everything else. So you bringing that up does make a very good point in amidst all that.
40% flash kick, 100% optimal.
Yeah. 40% flash kick in the chat asking, you hoped you guys liked that. We did. It was very good. You were
match.
awesome. Yeah. Great kicking, no sticking, eat chicken.
There's a lot of sticking. Wall stick is a mechanic in Strife.
Well,
I've spotted the lie.
well, frickin' Dickinson is in this game, so there we go. I rhymed it too.
Got him.
Got him. GG's.
Speaking of GG's, it looks like we might have players for the next match entering the room here. Free game with Hito.
All right, yeah, there's Hito. And I believe we already have free game on deck right now. Looking like Hazama on a business day.
Snake Discord at it again.
Oh, those crazy Hazama players.
Anji versus Soul. This is tough for Anji.
Oh yeah. But not impossible for Anji.
Real strong, though.
At least one good thing that Anji has in this matchup compared to Soul is that a lot of Soul's opening moves are one hit. So if you can get through a spin situation and get in on Soul in one of those single hit situations that Soul has so many of, that can get your game started. That could be all it takes to get yourself playing. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Hito actually plays throughout the pressure of free game. But the fact that they have Dragonstall on already means that free game is a freaking loon.
Free game has powered up through the mystery of music.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
Yo, that was
catching
sick.
it backwards.
So
one of the
there's that
big
air
things-
throw.
Ooh, Fafner, scary. One of the big things about Fujin is the characters with reversals can kind of auto option select all of the follow-ups by blocking low a couple frames, then DPing. So we'll see if free game has that tech online. They don't seem to need it this round though. Got a huge life lead here.
Oh, doesn't confirm to the core wall stick though, but still, the pressure is on, but free game, DPing, going straight
Yep,
for the
there it is.
low. Dirty. And one thing I like from Hito is that they're actually doing a lot of options to try to keep themselves safer against Soul. And I think they're realizing, like, yeah, this situation absolutely is very difficult to deal with for Soul. So let me just try to use the safer situations, keep myself out of range as much as I can. There's the RC out. And it's actually working out pretty well. Hitosura is running a lot more one-off situations here and there, and it is paying off, honestly. And then this happened.
No.
Oh my gosh! Have you ever made a mistake in your life?
Have you ever guessed wrong one single time?
Yeah. Imagine being wrong, Soul says, as he DPs you with a clean hit. Oh. Unfortunately, the spin doesn't go through the gun frame.
5P will take it. Hito was looking so good that whole game, and then clean hit HVV changed the world into something else.
As Anji fades into the distance, change the world. My final message. Goodbye. I think Hito probably got a lot of information from that, realizing that my game plan works. I just also can't screw up either. So
Just
maybe that has a little bit more
mistake.
confidence. Nice conversion from free game.
Vortex, the conversion move. That name a better glow up than Grand Viper to a Night Rage Vortex. You can't.
Maybe that shit hurts. Oh, nice anti-air. All right, free game starting to block those reversals now. The Anji DP.
Yeah, the Ko. It's an interesting move. If you're in the air, you're just blocking or you lost, but it doesn't have a hitbox at all if you're standing. So it's
Right.
the ultimate anti-air.
Yeah, it's intentional anti-air. And not the do everything button, get out of situations, do your taxes button that Soul seems to carry very strongly.
HVV dodges taxes.
Oh, okay. I was like, if they RC conversions to that would be insane. But right now, it doesn't matter. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
You gotta burst this. Yeah, that was a death situation. And free game is on set point right now.
Ooh, actually uses the spin to get through, but can't punish in the air on the other side because it was just JP. So quick recovery on that. This is it. This is how it starts. This is a big damage combo. Great starter for Hito. Now let's see.
Hurts.
Anji very much hurts. Anji just has to get going. Oh no, falls a little bit short on the Fujin. Tries to go for a game, but
there
the DP.
It is. Messes up the quick RC combo. Oh! Gets countered! Hito back on the board.
Hito just getting barely enough meter with that wall break situation, building up enough meter just so that they can get that super at that last little second. Free game not having and being aware of that. Just Hito Shura, good stuff. Very good awareness of your meter.
Excellent counter placement. Well, the unrelenting pressure of burst bait, free game establishing their power here.
Oh, jump over the throw. Can't get much more off of it on that, unfortunately, but still pushing towards the corner here. Using it a lot for pressure right now, not letting go, but DP comes out again.
Yeah, that DP there is so good. If you time it right, it beats all of the follow-ups while blocking the low, so it's pretty hard for Anji to deal with if you have the option select timing.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, no! Didn't believe it, but it's 0 and 5K is faster than any button but grab. Oh. Free game is gonna take it. Turn into some scrambles, but we know who's eating the breakfast.
Yeah, definitely excellent work from free game there at the very end. Just very, very strong play. Keep it on the pressure the entire time. And one thing that they did realize and recognize was that, okay, they are playing a little bit around my DP situation, but they're not playing around it enough to make it so that I don't want to take the risk anymore. And it becomes so important to say, if I'm going to backdash out of the situation and try to bait the DP, I can get full-blown damage out of it. Because otherwise, it's hard to discourage a solo player from not using that DP. Because yes, it is a strong tool, as we saw in that first match where that clean hit DP did like 60% damage in return.
Yeah, that stuff is no joke. I've been hit by clean hit DP and just questioned a lot of things the whole time.
Yeah.
Really makes you think about your life when you're flying against the entire screen.
Think about your life at that point too. That's the thing. You have a lot of time to think about stuff, and you're like, yeah, man, what would life be like if I didn't get hit by that DP? What if I had breakfast this morning? What if?
You get to think about it while you're getting clean hitted, and then the whole combo, and then the wall break, and then the next round transition. It's like 30 entire seconds. But that's more time than we probably have before this next match starts. So I think we're probably going to be getting right into it in just a second.
I believe so. So we have Communist, Lee Mace. Trying to connect right now, maybe having some issues as we do with the servers currently, but you know, c'est la vie, it is what it is. Once we get connected, the game is schmoving afterward.
Schmovement, activate. Oh, looks like they were on Soul and they switched over to Nagoriyuki.
Oh. Maybe a good choice. Maybe a good choice to use your main.
Yeah. So Ram versus Nago, both of these characters are really, really good. Oh. And they're able to contest each other at certain ranges. Ram can kind of get away from Nago in a super difficult to deal with way, though. So we'll see if Lee Mace can keep Ocommunist pinned down, or if Ocommunist is able to just play that slightly ranged game, very cagey with their pokes, very safe stuff, until this exact moment when Ramlethal becomes the absolute oppression machine and you're stuck in the corner. I'm stuck.
I'm stuck. Game's stuck.
I'm checking the opponent's connection.
I just get I'm stuck.
That 2S cut the router.
This is like I can't escape the matrix. The matrix, the walls. Let me out, Neo.
Please release me.
Yeah.
The Matrix is on Wi-Fi.
Right. Which pill do I need to take? I'll take them all, Morpheus.
Please.
All right. Well, please wait warmly while we get the match back up for you. But until then, hopefully you're all having a good time. Hopefully you're all relaxing on this wonderful Sunday that we have out here. Maybe get some brunch, start some pancakes, get some delicious pancakes. I love them cakes.
Dang, I haven't had pancakes, I think, in literally 4 to 5 years. I haven't had pancakes for so long.
I'm like thinking it through, like, holy crap, every brunch we had, like throughout 2018-19. Yeah, you never got pancakes.
I never got paid. It just hasn't happened. It's been so long since I've had pancakes. Time to talk about Chip's run speed. I wanted to, but Chip ran away from me so fast that I can't even perceive it anymore. He's so far ahead of the light reflecting into my eyes that I can no longer see Chip running. So unfortunately, I do not have the capacity to talk about it right now. I'm sorry, chat.
Well, I mean, I do have a story about Chip's run speed. So did you know that Chip Zaniff was actually supposed to star in Fast and the Furious, but his run speed was so freaking fast, he zoomed past the first movie and was starting the second one instead because he was just too fast. We couldn't catch up. He's like, I'll just see it in the second movie, and he was gone. That was how fast Chip ran. The dude's crazy.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah, it's a goddamn shame. It's like, they were gonna have Mario and Sonic and Chip Zaniff at the Olympics, but Chip was just too good at the running games, and they had to balance it out. So unfortunately, had to delete Chip from it.
It's messed up. It did a lot of harm to the production. It was known within the cast and crew as chip damage. It was a huge problem.
Yeah, and like even across the seas, just for anyone who's coming from across the seas, it's definitely a crisp damage. Just want to make sure that you all stay up to date with us here.
Yeah, we have to use the correct nomenclature.
Exactly. But no, Chip runs real fast. Definitely the fastest land speed creature out there, beating out the rocket cheetah out by just like 20 miles per hour or so.
It's rough for Gold Lewis because if you whiff a behemoth typhoon literally anywhere on the entire screen, Chip can run up to you from full screen and punish it with Far Slash. Like even at max camera distance, max screen, if you whiff any of the -5 behemoths, he gets a full screen run up punish.
Oh, I understand at the same time though.
It's tough. Faust probably has to deal with pretty similar stuff. Like if you do a fishing line and he doesn't block it, you're probably dead. I would imagine.
I just throw an item. It's over.
I threw an item. Guess I die.
Guess I'm gonna punch that. Yeah.
Okay, Chip. I'm gonna see myself out.
Everyone talks about Fox McCloud and having the shine move, which is like, a one frame invincible jump cancelable, really sick smash melee move. And it was like, that move is way too quick for its own good. And Chips is like, what are you talking about? That move is slow. And that's just how fast Chip is.
I think that's an appropriate speed for a reversal, says Chip Zaniff.
Yeah.
On his way to court to pay for several speeding tickets.
Chip, where were you going so fast? What do you mean fast? I was walking.
I'm going at an appropriate speed, and I'm sick of this.
Yeah, this is Chip hate. Getting discriminated for my walk speed. See, Chip's got a person who watched like the Flash is Super from Injustice 2, where runs so fast, turns back in time, sends you to the dinosaur zone, punches you there, and then sends you back forward in time. And Chip says, and everyone's like, "Oh, wow, that's a really unrealistic move for superheroes." And Chip's saying, like, "I did that yesterday for fun."
Yeah, that's just how it is.
The world that Chip lives in is just so damn fast. We're living in his world at this point. He's the god of thunder. I said thunder when I went to say speed, but that's fine. Hey,
He can be bold. Chip can do whatever he wants.
he breaks the sound barrier, so it makes a loud thunderous sound.
It checks out.
Yeah, there we go.
Seriously though, Chip is real good. I'm interested to see, like specifically the way they change characters like Chip and Milia in the patch, because they kind of do pretty similar things, but one of them just has very, very excellent frame data and buttons, and the other not so much. So I'm kind of interested to see if they buff Milia or nerf Chip or a combination of the two. Like, what do they really want out of set play characters in this game? What does that look like? Does
I
it look
apologize,
like
my camera keeps falling apart, by the way. Keep talking.
does it look like a world where the set play characters are kind of as good as Chip? Or does it look like a world where their set play is as good as Milia's with other weaknesses attached to it? That's kind of it's what we were talking about earlier. What does the future design intent of Strive hold? But my intent right now is to commentate this match. Back to O Communist versus Lee Mace.
Keep talking, my camera's still broken.
What we ended up seeing was a very extended burst out of the corner through the network. Lee Mace unfortunately ended up back in the corner again. And they are going through the wall here. Communist doing a very good job of leveraging Ram's big strength of just setting up forever pressure that requires the opponent to take a huge risk to get out.
Oh. Yeah, and that 5D will do it there. Just easily trapping Lee Mace into the corner here. But let's see what... I mean, I think that's kind of like one of those things about Ramlethal. You're always going to get that Ramlethal round, like, irregardless of anything. You just have to deal with it once just to see what do they do to get you towards the corner. And once you figure that out, you can play a little bit more better around it. Oh, what a conversion from the air, though. That was sick.
Yeah, Communist making the most out of all their opportunities. Showing patience there, kind of recognizing that their job in this matchup is to take things calmly, assert their pressure, not take huge risks, and just make it Nagoriyuki's job to get that one critical neutral hit and try to swing the momentum. And so far, Communist has been doing a very, very good job at just playing to the strength of the matchup.
Yeah, Communist actually not even playing super far away, actually kind of playing much more up close and using a variety of quicker buttons that still makes it hard for Nagoriyuki to play around too. Because yeah, Communist is playing very, very in-fight, and I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like that's a little bit risky. Kind of case in point right here. The damage begins, but jumps right back out, and oh, punish the burst on top of everything else.
I like that grab punish, just putting him back in the corner. Oh, this could actually kill.
No super though.
But they have 100 meter mid screen.
They have beyond 100 meter at this point. They're getting more meter.
They have 150% meter, but they might be at 10% life after something like this. It's gonna hurt. Not gonna kill. Definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah, and this will give some good meter to Lee Mace and be able to actually use a big or you know, that's the perfect way to use 100 meter right there.
Blat.
Blat.
Nice whiff punish.
That was so clean.
Like you mentioned earlier, Okami is looking really, really comfortable playing this kind of mid-range Ramlethal. Look at this damage. There's that super.
So much damage.
Just going straight for the meaty.
Force the burst here. Oh, doesn't bite. Lee May still staying alive here.
But this is going to be tough. One more hit, and it's enough from the OTG. Okami is taking it cleanly. Showing that aggressive Ramlethal.
Yeah, that was one hell of a hit. Just saying, hey, you got that OTG damage? I got that OTG damage. Watch this. And I'm sure it takes the power of 2 swords to get that much damage, but nonetheless, Ramlethal does it. Ramlethal rocks the house.
She does, in fact, have the 2 swords. I've counted. Believe me.
Yeah, I counted 2 swords once. That was the highest number I ever counted. I was hanging out with my boy, The Count, over at Sesame Street.
Listen, as a Gold Lewis player, I know how to count to 8, and also skip from 8 to 51. 2 is definitely much lower than that. What did you just say?
What was that?
What is that a real number?
Hey, are you making stuff up?
Tops of 51, right? They don't need any more past there. That's the good one.
There's no more areas after that.
Why would you need any numbers past 51? That's so weird.
That's dumb.
That's dumb. 52? That's fake.
Fake news. Still great stuff from Okamines, playing that really, really well, playing that very, very confidently on top of everything else, and a lot of the damage that they were able to convert off of in specific situations was just so good. And so it just shows once again, I think kind of going back to what we were saying earlier, that's a very BlazBlue style of play. Just saying, I hit this weird situation, but as long as I funnel it down to a specific option and that option hits, the rest of the combo goes like this, and I'm very confident about that. And that's all you have to really sweat yourself with going forward.
Yeah, a lot of Ram stuff feels kind of similar to Kokonoe or Izanami maybe, where like, oh, they got hit by spinner or lightning trap. I press this button to float them at the right height for everything else to work. I like that archetypes in this game, a lot of them feel kind of boiled down, but you can definitely find an archetypical character of what you like to play existing in Strive.
Absolutely. And I mean, I kind of coming from previous Guilty Gears, not that my history is extraordinarily long or anything like that, but one thing I've heard from a lot of other players who wanted to pick up Guilty Gear, try getting into it and just couldn't, was that they felt like that there wasn't a character for them. They felt like none of the characters really scratches that itch really hard of the thing that they really like in their game. And it's kind of like that was the point. You know, you're supposed to have a character who excels at one thing, strong at another thing, and then is okay at another thing. Not really any so far weaknesses, and no sort of thing that's like, oh, I put all my eggs into one basket type of thing either. And now I feel like with Strive, it's a lot more straightforward. It's a lot more clear cut to say, this is the thing that they do. This is the cool point of what they do. This button here and this button here makes the main source of the character. It's accessible. It's not very deep in behind a lot of learning different combos, setups, or a specific frame data. It's all right there on the plate for you. And then we're going to garnish it with all these beautiful sides that if you mix it in and match it with different stuff, you'll get different flavors and a whole new different dinner plate. And I think Strive is really good about saying, this is the thing the character does, period. Here's the archetype, and not really playing around with that like older Guilty Gears did.
Yeah, because like in older Guilty Gears, and this is something I like a lot about older Guilty Gears, by the way, I think Strive and older Gears are different games, and that's not a bad thing, but I digress. One thing that was very true in older Guilty Gears was, you look at a character like Venom, right? And, I mean, you can call Venom a zoner or whatever, but really Venom was just Venom. And Eddie was just Eddie. And Zappa is just Zappa. And Cliff is just Cliff. Like, the characters just very much do their own thing in a way that doesn't really translate super directly to a lot of other characters and archetypes. And that uniqueness is kind of what gave, and still gives, a lot of the older Gears some of their flair. But like you said, it makes it hard to find a jumping in point sometimes when it feels like everybody is just doing this crazy off-the-wall stuff that doesn't really translate to anything you've done in other games. And I like that Strive kind of is an intermediary point where, like, it still feels very much like, it still has the Guilty Gear flavor to me, but it's very much streamlined, very much more approachable to newer players outside of the franchise. And part of how they did that was streamlining some of the character concepts and front-loading characters' kits.
Yeah. And, well, now we're into our next match. I was going to say, is this a repeat of the last match? No, this is Noctis Onyx versus Purple, but we're back at Ram Nagoland again. I can't believe I got season passes to this event.
I got season passes to the event the moment I started playing net play.
this is also spitting facts here. But Purple going with a good grab game here. Just pressure him in the corner. Nice throw from Noctis.
Good
And
stuff,
baits on the super.
Small punish there, but gets out of the corner. Gets back in the corner. The Ramlethal special.
Ramlethal is very good at making sure that you're going to... This is your new home, by the way. You're going to be here for a while.
Nago also a real estate agent, though. Trying to sell Ramlethal some vacation time in that corner. Ramlethal saying, no, I already have a residence.
It doesn't matter. Noctis looking at Airbnb right now saying no cancellations. Pushes Purple right back into the contract. But Purple is finding their way out with litigation. It's another home over here.
Good grab. OTG 6H for the kill.
Amazing stuff from Noctis there. Really coming back in that second match here. Getting a little bit more comfortable facing Purple. Oh, back in the corner again. Oh, but a little bit too early in the command grab. No bites here. No brunch for this crunch.
There is no brunch for this crunch. Sorry. It took me a second to process it. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
No ice cream Sunday for Nagoriyuki though.
Oh. And now sundown for Nagoriyuki as Purple takes the first match here.
1-0. That Ram with all damage. This matchup, it's tough for Nago. Because Ram plays at the same effective rages that Nago does in a lot of situations. But doesn't fill up a bar that makes her stop.
No, that's the definite big point. And while Nago has almost just slightly worse moves at kind of that mid-range where Ramlethal feels very comfortable at, unfortunately, it gets better over time, but it also, when you get better and that blood bar is 2/3 of the way through, it gets a lot worse because you have to... Oh,
it gets a lot worse when you get hit by that super. That super's sub 10 frames, I think.
It's very fast and very far-reaching on top of everything else.
Super strong. Very, very good buttons.
But yeah,
good buttons.
The opportunity is on Nago to get their blood bar 2/3 of the way so they compete with Ramlethal's mid-range. But by the time you kind of get there, you're either already winning the match or Ramlethal has you in such a bad situation that you're not at mid-range anymore. And so it's a very hard way to get to that actual blood bar situation that you're very comfortable with as a Nago.
Oh no! Drops at the last critical moment.
Oh, that is good. No meter burn. That's really unfortunate too.
They might die here. Big bait. They don't have the meter to kill. Going for a reset. Blocks the low.
Dashes through. Gets under the big sword.
And no sword Ram.
Oh,
good just poke out by Purple.
Good just stuff by Purple. That was really unfortunate on Onyx's side. They had 100 meter to play around with. So many opportunities to continue to pressure, to go into super, to even just swing for it. And they die with a full stick of butter. That is just mad unfortunate. Maybe just a little bit too caught up in the moment. You know, tournament nerves definitely gives to you. As a tournament player, I fully understand. And maybe that's just one of those off moments where it's just like, I just was not focused on the meter. I was focused on trying to get that one hit more than anything else.
Yeah, regardless of what was going on under the hood, a tragic ending to an exciting match.
Yeah, no, definitely. I see a great potential from Noctis going forward. If they just use that meter, and I think they'll realize it in the future if they just cycle in that meter a little bit more, they're going to be terrifying because they were doing a lot of good stuff with their pressure in the mid-range and it was working. Without meter usage, all that was working. What if you add meter to that? Oh my gosh, that is going to be one spicy salad.
All right, moving on to Oki Dr. Hacks. Ramlethal versus Potemkin. This Ramlethal gauntlet going on. Both Oki Dr. Hacks over 1 million points on their art codes here. So they almost certainly have both seen this matchup extensively. I'm excited to see some of this high concept Potemkin versus Ramlethal. Both players knowing their options. Good backwards Mega Fist. Back Mega Fist, not a true reversal, but I think it low crushes on something ridiculous like frame like 4-ish or something, maybe a little slower than that.
It basically is just a reversal at that point too, especially when people are coming in with grounded stuff, and it definitely works out a lot more in Potemkin's favor, especially for how much damage you get off it and how safe it is, even on block. So it's all in Potemkin's favor there to use it.
Yeah, backwards Mega Fist is +3 on block even.
Yeah.
It's big downside obviously being that it gets beaten up by mids and high hitting moves. It's a lot like Faust Chop from Plus Arm.
Yeah. Oh, this is the opportunity that Dr. Hacks is waiting for, though. The Doctor is finally in. Oh, maybe a little bit early on the Garuda PRC, but still, almost got in. Was able to catch her Oki.
I wonder if that 2P was supposed to be a pot buster. No bait, just a little off of a safe jump setup.
Damage. Unfortunate. Going with an early Mega Fist here. unblocks a little bit early, gets out of the corner though. Very, very good position from Dr. Hacks, able to get in the position where they could throw Oki back to the corner here, and now has them trapped and is getting a lot of reads on top of everything else. That is exhausting. Again, get back over
in the
there.
corner. You're not leaving. Garuda impacts.
Oh, Brankles.
So good. Doing Garuda twice through the green guard, and then finally, once it looked like it was time to jump out of the Garudas, 2D to catch the jump.
Yeah. And that kind of wall stick on top of everything else. So that was everything that Dr. Hacks could have had wanted right there.
This is what is Oki's heart desire. Starting the round essentially at a 50% plus meter with Potemkin in the corner. Can't complain about that. The PRC high-low goes low. Good blocks by Dr. Hacks, but they're still in this.
And Dr. Hacks not actually using any FD whatsoever there after that sword was stuck in the ground, which might have been a good opportunity for Dr. Hacks to actually push Oki out of the corner here. Oh, misses the air throw.
Grabs both of them. Getting the needle threaded. Can Oki kill here? I don't think so.
I don't believe so, but still, this is a great situation nonetheless. Just, yeah, air dash backwards to bait out anything that Dr. Hacks was trying to do, and then just a nice button to punish anything, and then be at a very comfortable range afterward too. Oki going up 1 against Dr. Hacks.
Strong stuff.
Ooh.
It definitely was not a free match. This could still go either way.
Yeah, I mean, as a Potemkin player and as a big body / grappler player in general, one of the things you have to expect is that sometimes I'll lose a match just to get a little bit of data, just to figure out what my options I didn't cycle into there and what can I do more from going forward from here. And now, this is Dr. Hacks' opportunity to say, okay, here's what I learned in the first match, here's what I'm gonna do in return. Oh.
Backdash, getting caught by the sword. It's so tough once you get put in that pressure. You're very stuck for a while. Again, air dash back JS to bait wake up grab attempts, walk forward to bait the burst. Just very careful play from Oki.
And one thing I am seeing from Dr. Hacks' round a little bit more, and I might have missed it last round, apologies if I did, is that their fault was defending a lot more in this match here and trying to push out a little bit more. But Oki seems to be a lot more ready for that and actually staying in very, very close, shortening their pressure strings just to make sure that they don't get pushed out way too far by that green guard.
Yeah, it's working out really well. Nice block. But unfortunately, they spent that gold burst earlier, so they're stuck.
Yeah.
And, Oki once again favoring over strict mix-up, just plays that remove the chances of blowout comebacks. Just not getting wake-up pot bustered, not leaving room to get mashed out, not getting air grabbed, just structuring their pressure and offense more than anything else to reduce the chances that Potemkin happens to them. And that overall safety in their game plan really, really carried the match for them. They approached it knowing that they were at advantage, knowing that their job was to not get blown up by reversal something.
Yeah, very, very good stuff from Oki. Playing it in such a way that... Wasn't this 2 out of 3?
I thought that was 2 already.
I was there, like, I was gonna say something, but I'm like, isn't this over? That's not like a very good ending point. Maybe since we're top 8, this is gonna be... Okay. They just like, I want to play more. I gotta play this person more. That's why they call them Dr. Hacks. I'm hacks in the system. And they'll say, I won 2-0.
Stop the match. It's already over.
Stop the match.
Well, I was gonna say gold burst bait.
What? No, Matt, were you about to say that? What were you about to say? I heard it.
Well, what was I about to say?
You know, something about a gold.
I said to say gold burst bait.
You sure you were about to say gold, Lewis?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But maybe subconsciously.
I heard an L slip into there. I'm like, yes, finally, this is my day I've been waiting for.
And this is...
I gotta say, Dr. Hack is kind of doing really good.
They're gonna feel really disappointed when immediately afterwards they're told that the set is already over.
Yeah, Dr. Hack's like, I did it! Like, wins 2-0, like, I did it! Made the comeback. It's like, Dr. Hack, the match was over 5 minutes ago. Oh God, that feels awful.
Yeah, I don't think either of them know that the set's over.
Yeah, they're both fighting for their lives out here. They're both looking at each other like, look, the other person would stop if they lost the match. Well, the other person would stop if they won the match. Oki trying to put their name in stone, trying to put their name into the halls of history, of Guilty Gear history, showing that Dr. Axe was their main conquest here today at Central Clash.
Are we?
Nice, did it again, and based on the burst too. Okay, that was sick. And congratulations to Oki for winning 3-0 in a first to 2.
Yeah, winning the 2 out of 3, 3-0. There's got to be a Ramlethal joke in here somewhere.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you can't rem them all.
Whoa, Jamal, please.
That's the best I got. That's all I could do. All right.
Returning players. 40% flash kick. Giovanna versus free game. Soul.
Yes. And they're there. They're ready. They're both in and ready to party. We're gonna see some battles here. I'm very excited to see these two styles combine with each other. This flash kick, extremely good conversion, extremely good, confident mid range, and it is very confident about going in against their opponent and kind of shimmying in and out of that very close range. But with a button like far slash on Soul, it kind of negates that a lot. And I would like to see how Free Game is able to use that along with their Gunflame RC PRC situations to keep 40% flash kick locked down.
Definitely, and it's something to be said that outside of true safe jumps to start the pressure, a lot of what Giovanna does is definitely not reversal safe, and she often has to extremely hard bait reversals.
Yes, absolutely so. And especially with how much she wants to be in fight, she's always going to be in danger range of the DP.
Oh, nice counter poking with 5K.
Oh, that was good. Oh, nice. There's that knee again. Oh, but a little bit too early with the BRC. Oh, there's going to be huge damage, though. Get to the corner. Yeah, there it is.
Look at that unscaled.
Yeah, that purple beat combo. For those of you who do not know, the purple Roman cancel combos do a butt ton of damage because of how the initial proration works. So you're going to see a lot higher damage from combos like those when you get opened by PRC or guard break situations.
Look at how much damage 2 blocked Fafners did. Scary stuff.
Oh,
Free game utilizing the power of Chip.
Yeah. The power of Chris. Oh, DP's upon their injury. What? The bravery on Free Game.
Yeah, 1-1 rounds off the back of that courage. Nice round start. Look at that conversion.
Oh, wow.
Go burst.
That dash of 5D, charge 5D was so good. It felt so fast. It came from so far away. Okay, could have been worse. Nice air throw. There's that Blaze Move power. Here's another throw for you.
Nice jump. And there's the punish.
It's a throw.
40% flash kick. Looking real clean.
Extremely so. A lot of the movement that's coming from a 40% flash kick in like a lot of these neutral situations is extremely good. 6P beating out Far Slash somehow. I didn't expect that.
Nice meaty. Yeah, 6P low pro. We're talking about Soul's Far Slash, right?
Yeah.
6P actually just cleanly low profiles it for most characters.
Oh, well, good to know.
But it's an Abare sort of thing. If you do the mid block string, oftentimes you're a little late. You can't really do it on reaction. Uh-oh, here's the damage.
We've seen this before. Taking it all back. Free game. Tries to bail the burst. Presses the button a little bit too early.
But does get that burst. Sometimes when you're this low on life and around, and it looks like it's going to be real hard to get there, getting the burst can be a victory in and of itself, because it can set you up to take the next one, especially with a character like Soul.
Right.
Who just has that much damage.
Yeah.
If you don't give them that one burst chance at the start, you just take a whole round off of one hit.
And really gun for it right now. Oh, but misses the DP at the end there. Now that's going to be big damage in return for 40% flash kick, taking 40% life now. Ooh, tries to back dash out of it, baiting stuff out, but gonna push towards the corner anyway. Free Game actually playing this very, very patiently.
5K.
Oh, but again, a punish on the whiff moves. PRC, but gonna, oh, Bandit Bringer that. Back into the corner here.
Nice swap. Nice grab.
Whoa.
Gets the burst. That's a set winning burst if it works, but if it doesn't, things are going to be scary. Doesn't kill off that sweep, does SVV instead of H. Ooh, and that might have been everything.
Oh my gosh. Has the meter, but tries to back dash out, but that DP reaches for Free Game.
I think if Free Game had not done SDP and done HDP, it would have been too slow.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. It was one of those situations that was 100% the correct answer in so many different ways, and not just, oh, haha, brainless DP, da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, no, it's actually like, that was the answer beyond everything.
Nice bait. Bro. Nice air grab. There is meter on the side of Free Game.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Good bait, and this is death!
Oh.
Good stuff from 40% flash kick.
40% splash kicks movement is insanely good. Like, they're always moving. They don't stop moving. They keep going. And speaking of keeping going, they're still going. It is connected. But they're moving in and out. They're always kind of moving in and out. They are using RCs to shift their position very consistently, and using the kind of jump cross-up moves very rarely. They kind of toss it as like the final sprinkle, the final little dash of salt to give all the seasoning that they need amongst all their movement. And it's just so good. It keeps their opponents so on edge. And I love watching 40% play.
Absolutely. Giovanna movement is particularly a pleasure to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because quite a lot of it just involves some really on-the-ground stuff. It's not like a special move teleporting you across the screen. It's very good foot speed, very fast dash acceleration, combined with strong, well-placed normals.
Yes.
And so Giovanna movement, at least to me, just ends up looking particularly clean when done very well.
Yeah, and I will have to give it the 40% flash kick. They're probably one of the better, or if not best, movement-based Giovannas that I've seen in the current meta of Strive right now. I've watched a lot of tournaments, obviously. We've commentated a lot of tournaments together, so you know it as well as I do, that 40% Splash Kick has some of the best movement I've seen from Giovannas, honestly.
Yeah, they're schmoovin'.
Yeah, they're schmoovin'. As we schmoove into this next match here, as that eagle is schmoovin' right into the camera.
I love that eagle.
That eagle's great. All right, so we have Advanced VX versus a Communist returning back from an earlier match that we saw. Already has their opponent in the corner here and challenges the jump out too, but this is Advance's chance with the DP. Drill break in the corner here. What will Communist do? Oh, we'll try to block for a little bit too long. Leap grab. Hard to react to. Oh,
look at that damage. It's all equalized in one moment. Good beta blade. Not spending.
Yep. Goes for the super. Not sure if that was intentional or maybe expecting a
big call out.
Oh, just barely close enough to the wall. So you got that explosion. Yo, a Communist getting away with this.
They can't keep getting away with this.
You won this match. We won this match. That's why they call me a Communist. All right, this is already a huge life lead from a Communist right now. Advance trying to fight their way out. Oh, blocks the overhead. This is gonna be good damage. It has the meter to also cancel out and do a bunch of damage. Just gonna go straight into super, but that will be a high proration. Should have gone straight into super in the first place, but it is fine. Advance DPs and gets punished at the very end of the match there. Communist going up one.
That Ramlethal hurts when you get hit by her. Chip bleeds when he gets hit. It's a match made in hell.
Yeah.
Gold burst. This is some scary stuff.
Oh, this is the worst thing that could have possibly happened here. Oh no! Advance pressing a button in advance. Super! Oh, it just hits the
Strive Classic. Let's go!
This is hell! This is
Advanced VX Finding Victory literally walled off from them. Going into this last game, Communist in real clean position to take this set.
Vince, I'm sending help right now. We're sending a chopper your way. Just grab the ladder and get out of there. Get out of there, Mr. President. You can't fight this monster.
Chip did get elected to put up with this sort of thing.
It's true. It is true.
Chip didn't get elected, but we don't talk about that.
Chip's like, I wish there was a debate. I wish there was a debate. Chip cannot run away. No matter how fast Chip's run speed is, Chip cannot run away from their problems, but they are creating problems right now as Advance gets back to the match here. RC.
Nice fire slash. Not enough meter to kill. Gold burst. Uh-oh. We did it again.
Oh, but this
Drive has happened.
Drive has happened. Oh, communist. That was not okay.
What? You didn't get baited by my half-screen PRC Super. I'm gonna do it again.
Watch this. And then it worked. It's like if it worked once, it'll work twice. It will work the second time, and that is just incredible. Cheers to you, O communist. There's enough meter for everyone, is the O communist way. But I'm gonna use it all. It's the capitalist way.
Oh, nice. Moving into top 8. 40% back here. Bring back Giovanna versus Purple Ramlethal.
And this will be a good one again. Purple is showing that they're really good at setting up the situations to confirm off everything, get their opponents to the corner because of those corner carries and whatnot. But 40% Flash Kick showing very similar strengths and saying, cool, I can carry you to the corner too. I can bully you into the corner all the same. So it's really going to be a show of almost mental fortitude between these two, I feel like.
Definitely. This is going to be a stressful match, I think, for both players because Purple's optimization and pressure has been pretty clean so far. 40%'s movement has just been so on point, and that's what you need to get past the swords and really put pressure on a Ramlethal player. Like being able to recognize a whiffed 5S 5H and dash in after the second one and challenge, which is something Giovanna can do with her dash speed and dash acceleration. So I think this is gonna, just from how both of them have been playing today, I think this is gonna be a matchup that really challenges both players to bring their absolute best and get everything out of every situation.
Yeah, and as you said with Giovanna, she definitely has the tool. Like, it's within her toolkit to be able to dash in and punish with buttons against characters like Ramlethal. But if there's a person who I see in this tournament who can do that, it is 40% Flash Kick. And so I'm super excited to see some of the strengths of their plays really shining through on any sort of whiff punishes and how Purple really mitigates that with maybe their own Purple Roman cancels befitting of their name.
They're going to hit 40% with their patented technique, the Purple Nurple.
Purple Nurple. Yeah, buddy. All right, the pressure begins here. Already 50 meter on deck. Good throw from that pressure. There's the Purple Nurple, as we talked about.
And we saw the punish popping up there. That's one of those setups where Ramlethal is minus off the button, but because grabs are 2 frames, you'll often throw people out of their punish.
Yeah.
If it's not a correct button speed, which many characters don't have. Rest in peace, Milia Gold Lewis. But it's just showing the optimization Purple has in their pressure there.
Very good awareness of the situation, and says this is a trap right here. You fell for it. I can now acknowledge that I can probably do this again and force you to have to either tech or jump, and that's scary. Oh,
Gold burst and dive kick. You love to see it. That dive kick super is definitely neutral skip boulevard, and the damage so high.
Yeah, that scaling does not apply very much after that super. If you're gonna spin 100 meter, that is a good way to do it, Giovanna.
Absolutely. Worst case scenario is it gets blocked and it's your turn.
Right. It gets blocked. You're like, oh no, I'm right in front of you, and I'm I'm at an advantage.
Add wildly plus.
Yep. Oh, goes in kicking.
First bait, but runs back in real quick.
This is scary because Purple has a lot of meter and
a lot of meter, and they're gonna delete her. Super is going to take the first game. Purple going up 1-0.
So for all the movement that 40% flash kick does, the one big shortcoming of 40% flash kick is they try to treat backdashes as they probably would in like any other fighting game as of the modern age. And they backdash into a reversal because reversals are extremely good in Strive. That backdash aren't good to ram balls.
Especially Rams. It hit so far. That was a good Roman cancel to get back to neutral.
Oh, the knee of justice right now doing so much work for 40%.
That move, that close slash, very, very incredible button. +3, super fast. 5K conversions. We got the corner.
There we go. But now Purple's got the corner in turn, but nice XP on the K9 cannon.
Ready for it.
Oh, and again with an anti-air. Purple is just very ready for these niche situations that every time Flash Kick tries to close out that last little bit of situation. Purple's there. Purple's ready.
Purple has it on deck.
Oh, charge 5D, and this is gonna be it. Oh, goes for a very short combo, actually. Never mind. Ah!
Oh, no.
Not again!
I wonder what that dust combo's intention was. Maybe it was because burst existed. Maybe they were trying to do one of the routes where you do a button and then you link the same button, but if you do it too fast, you get the knockdown.
Maybe. I think it's the latter, honestly, because burst was not on the table for that one. So that's where I thought it was actually over. But maybe that's what they were going for at that point, the same button style, and just failed out on it. It happens to the best of us, but you know what also happens to the best of us? The Grim Reaper coming to your front door and saying, hey, it's time, Purple.
Good stuff by 40% flash kick. Just seizing the momentum so quickly. Kind of what we were talking about earlier, weaving through the swords, getting that pressure started, and then taking advantage of Giovanna's strong pressure against Ramlethal, a character for all her strengths, who really needs meter to get out of pressure.
Right now, just there's no worry about having to get out of pressure on Giovanna's side. Has a lot of meter to play around with, but to actually play around with it, there's another 5D. Let's see if we still full confirm this time.
Honestly,
yes,
I like it a lot. They've recognized that Purple isn't blocking the charge dust. And in a 2 out of 3 tournament set, your job, once recognizing that, is to do it until they stop getting hit. Exactly. Your job is to do it until it stops working and collect the 40% life combo every time it hits. Right. I really like that 40% flash kick recognized what was working and committed to it.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing the bit till they stop laughing.
Yeah, exactly. And comedy comes in the rules of threes here, so it stops being funny when you get hit by that dust for the 3rd time. And that last one was the 3rd time, so unfortunately Purple has stopped laughing, but from the sake of ceasing to live.
Good stuff by Flash Kick. It came down to picking up on that one habit and just taking advantage of it over and over and over until it was too late to adapt. Just that pickup of the, they're not ready for charged dust right at the end of the set and leaning into it was such smart stuff by 40% Flash Kick.
Yeah, I really got to hand the 40% Flash Kick. While it's very unfortunate about the movement aspects and running into a reversal super more than on one occasion, their ability to really lay on the pressure in terms of I'm moving around a lot, I'm kind of raising up your mental stack, there's a lot that's being built onto you, I see that, and here's the most damaging thing I get out of these situations now, and really puts that on their opponent to say, it's your time to figure out what's not important on this mental stack anymore. But until then, here's a charge 5D again to make you feel even worse about that mental stack. It's doing a lot of work. A lot of what Flash Kick is doing a lot more work than just damage. It's actually doing a lot of mental work for the opponent to have to be super aware, super awake of all their potential options, and it's hard to compete against when someone's moving at that speed.
And this is definitely just one of those games where there are a certain amount of options that people are going to go for to open you up system-wise, and you know, over the course of the set, you check for them. You check to see, are they dealing with tick grabs here? You check to see, are they dealing with charge dust? You check to see, Are they dealing with stuff like delayed meaty grab to beat reversals, et cetera, or run up and then right before meeting, you just jump to bait a reversal grab? You check for those things, and they made the check for the charged dust, and they noticed it was successful.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to have that presence of mind that late into a set, very good stuff.
Yeah, extremely good stuff there. But nonetheless, still very good work from Purple, going 2-1 against Flash Kick, and I think that is the first person who's gone 1-up against Flash Kick this entire tournament so far, because we've seen all Flash Kick's matches. So still great stuff to Purple. They'll still be in the tournament though. They'll just be in losers quarters, which I'm sure we'll check in on later. But for now, we have the Ramathol, the downloadmoreram.com continues as we have Ocominus stepping on to the plate, who's going to be facing against Oki here.
And facing off against Oki and Guilty are a terrifying prospect.
Yeah.
Okazemi.
The two sticks of Ram now facing off against one another here today on Central Clash on twitch.tv.com.
They're really both fighting against Oki here.
Yeah, that's true. And both their names start with OK, so oh no! They knew what they were doing!
Two Ramathals at the OK Corral.
At the OK Corral. Really, they have the names Oki and OK in their names, but that's because they're both from Oklahoma, and not because they're Okazeme enthusiasts.
That's the new lore. This is a retcon.
Right. Gotta go back in time.
Sorry they had to hear about it this way, but now they're Oklahoma locals. Local-homa.
Yeah, sorry. It's Lokalhoma. I like that. That's pretty good. Sorry about that, Central Clash. We've ruined your whole lore. We've rewritten it now, and we're gonna make $1 billion off the new Central Clash universe. That's gonna be bought out by Disney. So please look forward to that.
The expanded cinematic universe.
Yeah. the CCU.
So the Ram Mirror Hump. This is definitely one of those where neither character really has like the best tools. I say neither character, but like Ramathal doesn't have the best tools to stop Ramathal. She has stubbier jabs, slower swords, just big slow buttons that aren't super great against poking out against nearly gaplish pressure. And so it's often probably going to come down to who gets knocked down first and how much damage are they going to take before they get the meter to RPS with super or yellow Roman cancel.
Right.
The initial neutral is probably going to be really, really, really important in this mirror. Because that first person to make the right read in the neutral game is just going to be so disproportionately advantaged for the rest of the round.
Yeah. And I think one thing I want to add to that too is that on top of like who's going to get that meter first, I think on top of that will be who gets pushed towards the corner first and or backs himself into the corner first, because Ramathal's scary. You don't want to be in that mid-range against her if you're not comfortable with it. You're not confident in being able to outrange her or get over it with Bennett Fodley. But if you find yourself in the corner first against Ramathal, like you said, she doesn't have the greatest options to get out of that situation. She's not the quickest. She has kind of stubby buttons and whatnot. And especially against another Ramathal who, at that point, will be using a lot more long-range options. It'll be very difficult for whichever Ramathal finds their back to the corner first to really fight their way out. So I think it'll be a balance between who can keep bullying the other into the corner, but also make sure that they keep enough distance from themselves that they stay safe without pushing themselves back into the corner, without backing themselves into the corner, which is a pretty big issue that happens in anime games a lot more often than you imagine.
Especially against a character like Ram, whose projectiles, there's kind of this sweet spot where you're not in the corner yet, but you've blocked something, and the pushback of the projectile gets you just far enough in the corner to have to block the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And in a matchup like this, where air dash back JS is very strong, there's this huge threat of air dash back JS. The opposing Ram doesn't do anything and instead just like runs after you, and then suddenly you're blocking far/far H into sword, and the combination of the air dash back the 2 moves and the sword are enough to just put you in the corner from basically mid-screen.
Right.
Like, there's huge risk in careless movement in this mirror.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have both.
Oh, no mirror.
No mirror.
Kyler?
Meat Kai? Skin Kai? Is that you?
RoboKai's just ahead. He's not even in this game. It must be Kyle Kisk. Maybe they're not feeling the Ram mirror. Maybe this is a bait. Maybe they're gonna switch to Ram in 2 seconds. But
yeah, maybe they're making a fool of all of us.
Not gonna be fooled again.
How dare you?
Not after last time. Not after the last several hundred times.
Yeah. Making a buffoon out of me live on twitch.tv.com. Ah! Confidence is dead! Ben LeVar burned yet again. Live. I can't believe it.
LeVar Burton, dead but not actually.
Posted on Jeopardy. Dead. I'm not gonna let you live that down, by the way, right? You understand that?
I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, the time zone thing, and now you have the LeVar Burton thing.
Listen, I don't pay attention to the life or death of many celebrities. All I know is Reading Rainbow was something that was around when I was a kid, and I'm old as hell. So who knows how the host?
Gotta be.
Anyway, it does look like Okami does not want to deal with this mirror match, so we're going to have Kai versus Ramlethal.
Okaimanist now today.
This is an interesting character swap.
Mm-hmm. But who knows? Maybe Oki was like their semi-teacher, kind of knows everything they do, and it's like this is the time to pull out this character that they might not know about and how I play this character. But Oki really not caring from the get-go right now. Easily pushed towards the corners, takes the burst from Okaminist, and now it's really up to Okaminist to not find themselves in a poor position again from here on out.
Nice conversion there. It looks like a DP bait.
Oh,
this might actually kill.
Yeah.
Super's on deck. Yep.
Yeah, both swords are back. Collected both of them. Great job from Oki. Can do enough damage for there. Takes the first round.
So far, Kai Pick not quite having legs.
Yeah.
Oki looking pretty comfortable here against Kyle.
Oh, based off the GoPros too. This is all the resources now gone and on the side of Oki. Gonna super again for extreme damage. One more hit will do it.
Now just staying out of range.
Yeah. Oh, this is unfortunate. Just gonna play super patiently. PRCs all based off the 6P, but unfortunately doesn't get the punish off it. Still has enough meter to play around with thanks to that positive bonus for breaking the wall.
Swords back from the PRC forward too.
And it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. There was just too much on the side of Oki for Okami to make a really huge rally to come back in.
Failed to rematch. Probably a switch back to Ramlethal.
Mm-hmm. Because we're until grand finals, we are still first to 2. So, or winners finals. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know any finals. Period. We're still going to be first to 2. So this is very important for Okami not to squander their opportunities.
Yeah, I don't doubt that there was some intention behind that Kai pick. We didn't quite get to see what it was, and I respect that they're like, okay, yeah, whatever I'm trying to do, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna go back to my main.
Right, go to what I know, and even if it goes down with the ship type of situation, it's like I did what I could.
Yeah. I tried the counter pick that I had in my brain, and it didn't work. Yeah. And I respect moving back to the more stable choice after that.
Nice 6B though from Okami. Baits out the burst this time in reverse. Oki getting a taste of their own medicine. This is gonna be a wall break here. Oh, but barely alive.
Good blocks.
Oh, they're gonna break the wall right back against them. No meter on the super this time though, but does even out their life a lot more. Okami still has that positive gain from that last wall break though. That's how sudden it was to push back. Oh.
BRC doesn't get an air grab.
Oh, Oh, but the JS doing so much work. Jump back JS is the MVP right now for Oki. Using that so well.
What a button.
It is so good. Alright, jumps out barely out of the corner here, but a 6P takes care of business. Now Confidence finds himself back in the corner again. Trying to pay out the burst there with the double jump. Yeah.
The burst doesn't happen, but Ramlethal's pressure is so clean, so hard to get out of. Seeing a little bit of chunkiness in the connection, maybe, but it's not stopping Oki, and they're gonna take a clean game 2.
It's still great stuff from Oki. Just continued pressure, not really ever being kept down by the fact that it's like, okay, yeah, you won that exchange, I shouldn't fight my way back out, and was able to pull some really large comebacks, especially in that second to last round there, saying, cool, I have 1 hit left, all I have to do is hit you 3 times, that's it, and made it happen the entire way. Played very smart, went corner to another corner, and just that sheer pressure that we were talking about earlier. Who gets the meter, who gets the pushback towards the corner, and then after that point, who gets the meter? And between those two things, that was definitely what won Oki that second to the last round in a comeback against Ocommunist.
Very good stuff there. And I think that sets up our winners finals as a 40% flash kick versus Oki.
Ooh.
And we're moving down to a losers round 4 in top 8. Lord Advent versus Noctis Onyx. Are we?
Yeah.
Flash kick has entered the room.
Flash kick is just hanging out, I guess.
Flash
Just
kick
wants
is
to
about
be
to
with
be
the
Flash
homies.
kick. Get him out of here.
It might be that weird glitch thing where it's like, hey, the person who last entered the room is now the identity of the person who just entered the room.
I'm pretty sure that's a 40% flash kick on the monitors there.
Oh, well, get out of here, 40% flash kick. We don't need you here. Not yet, at least.
Go upstairs and sit on the nice couch and enjoy some refreshments.
Yeah, please play my guitar and unpack my remaining box of stuff up in the attic.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped moving in.
Yeah. Those are just that's just the old Gatling. Those are the old Gatling routes that they took out of the game.
Right, just box.
They're in that box, yeah. If anyone could open that box, everyone would get all their Gatlings back.
Yeah, but you know how it is with moving. You move, you're like, I don't really want to unpack all these boxes. Where's everything gonna go? So you just keep it in boxes forever. And it's just like that's how you obtain. That's how you own this item now. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line I have a Dreamcast somewhere, and it's in a box somewhere. I own it though. I'm not gonna get rid of it. That's just that's my ownership of the Dreamcast now. It's in a box somewhere.
In a box somewhere, the Dreamcast story.
But I actually have 2 Dreamcasts now, I realize, because I have another Dreamcast in a box over there. So I just have Dreamcasts everywhere. I have like 3 PlayStation 2s and everything.
Opens up the fridge to get breakfast. He pours some orange juice out of a hollowed out Dreamcast.
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day for this beautiful match. Kyle versus Nagoriyuki.
And we saw him knock this a little bit earlier against I forgot between all the Ramlethals. Purple. It was purple Ramlethal. So now that we have a little bit more of a sword-based matchup here, let's see if Noctis can get themselves going against Lord Advent.
Ramlethal's also a sword-based matchup.
Shut up.
The swords are different though. They also explode.
Yeah. It's Squall. The Squall sword. Yeah, my sword is also a gun. It's like Squall. That's really freaking dumb.
It's like a Monster Hunter gun lance.
Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. That's not dumb at all.
Yeah, those are fine. Speaking of fine, that was a fine counter hit.
Yeah, there we go from Lord Advent. Getting that shock stat very early on. Playing around with it a bit. But gets bit out of their chest. Oh, DP sails into the air. Anti-air back into the corner here. You have the meter also. Oh, doesn't use it though.
Big damage. Beyblade. Let it rip.
Yep, catches the backdash. And rip Lord Advent as Noctis gets the first round.
You can't backdash a Beyblade.
Can't backdash a Beyblade. You wouldn't download a car.
Well, that big 4-hit combo for 50% life. OTG 6H, not a joke.
No, not at all. Ooh.
0-1 block.
Nice bait out first. Ha!
Oh no.
Desync, well, this sucks for you because we got to see a whole good match. Great stuff from Noctis there. We might have to restart real quick for Streamland at home. No, they are hit rematch. We just have to explain the match to you all, baseball style.
All right. So instead of reflecting themselves, they are blaming the Beast at the moment. But the round, they may be just waiting. They might be paying attention to the stream.
Yeah, see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. If you want to try, I got it on the stream. I'm streaming it right now. You can connect to my stream. Yeah. Okay, just making sure it's still working.
All right. At the moment, Noctis has Lord Advent in the corner, but they have made their way out. Starting pressure with Folger's Arts, aka the new Greed Sever. Instead, they get counter poked and end up getting command grabbed. A blue burst is forced out from Lord Advent, and now both characters have returned to neutral. A nice counter poke 5k from Nagoriyuki is going to get them to corner, and Noctis will be using this red Roman to try to OTG super. It does not work. Lord Advent is out of the corner, and they're moving Nagoriyuki to the other side. Nice counter hit 2H. Dragon install is happening.
Oh, rare moment.
Dragon install is absurdly minus and has instantly lost. Common Dragon install moment, unfortunately.
Just looked at CH Finals stream. This is great.
All right, we're back in there. I don't need to obsessively narrate the match anymore.
Yeah.
You missed Dragon install being exactly what Dragon install is.
That was an absolute disappointment, just like my golfing career.
You missed the Dragon install exactly the same way Dragon install always happens, which is that it immediately gets Kai put into pressure and then Kai dies.
All right. Oh, charge 5D. Doesn't work. Great block from Noctis. Oh, and Noctis making a comeback here. There's going to be good damage. And almost corner to corner on top of everything else. And Noctis being a little bit shy about using the meter here in non-pressure situations. Almost has a 100 meter again.
Careful. Life is low. I think they command grabbed. No, they baited.
This is going to be good stuff from Noctis. Just that little bit of patience actually pays off. And Noctis going up 2-0 against Lord Advent.
What a match.
Still great stuff. Lord Advent doing some good stuff here and there, playing a poke game, playing it properly, and kind of keeping some of that good pressure and frame trap aspects to it. But just that slight overextending here and there throughout everything makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to keep that life lead, just not playing it patiently enough, not playing that poke game for far enough, and just ultimately get some punish against a character like Nagoriyuki, who does chunks of damage and also brings you to the corner on top of everything else. Yes.
It looks like we're just going to be moving on here.
No, I think it's just like a SOL thing. It just be like that.
Just be like that.
So next up, we have Dr. Hax versus Kyo-chan.
Potemkin versus May.
I assume that X is... I was like, I don't know if that X needs to be pronounced or not, but it wouldn't actually matter because the X is not pronounced. So like, it's like, do. It doesn't actually exist anyway, so this actually works out.
Yeah. Hunter X Hunter.
Hunter do Hunter.
Hunter cross Hunter.
Hunter multiplied by Hunter equals. And that's why I never graduated high school.
Hunter squared. That's what the real ones call it.
We did it.
Me jumping in puddles on a perfectly dry floor, as the usual.
Yep, and Potemkin, just armor-clad Fate on his helmet, ready to party. Wants to sub this big. So Dr. Hack started off with some fairly good defense. Just jumping in and blocking, actually. That's bold, honestly, just to watch your opponent that much, especially a character like Mei. Oh, but who commands the command grabbers? It's gonna happen soon at this rate. Dr. Hack getting the wall broken in the first place.
Who grapples the grappler?
Yeah. Fair from Dr. Hacks, not doing a burst quite yet. Just gonna keep themselves safe and save it for the next round here.
It's pretty hard to burst Mei there too, because if she decides to do anything into 2H, it makes the burst whiff and then you die.
Yeah.
Great flick.
That was so good.
It's super important in this matchup because if Potemkin blocks the beach ball or just makes it whiff, Mei can follow it up with that air dash in JH so cleanly.
Yeah, and Potemkin is huge too on top of everything else, so it just makes it even easier to get in with that sort of mess.
Nice jump out. Mei, a character with a very fast jump arc, jumping very good, and it makes it hard for Potemkin to land those busters.
Oh, such a good move. Just jumping in with any sort of Mei move is still extremely good. She covers the sky so well, air to ground, air to air, air and even higher air above her. All her moves are extremely good for that, and especially when you have a big character like Potemkin to defend against that, you have to be either on point with your defense or on point with your anti-airs, and Dr. Hack's unfortunately not ready with either option at that last little integral.
Good start in this round though, able to get the air-to-air JH.
Nice flick again.
Dr. Hack's doing a good job at shutting down the type of neutral that they were having trouble with last round. Telling Kyo-chan, you need to vary it up a little bit. I'm on to you. Kyo-chan is willing to oblige.
I mean, speaking of one thing that Dr. Hax is not getting onto, though, is that Coach Kyo-chan is really actually backdashing a lot of situations, and Dr. Hax is not using the buttons that would catch backdashes, like, very intentionally, like 5H or anything like that. Or 6H, excuse me. So, it's like, not making those further reaches, not making those further reads, and Kyo-chan is backdashing out and getting a lot more opportunities to play than maybe they should be.
It's scary. Making get those big hitboxes out there in a way that just kills you. I respect it, but at the same time, right now, like you mentioned, they are in a difficult position, and they're going to have to make some big adaptations, or else things could just go down from here. Oh, maybe a missed buster there.
Well, nonetheless, the 6K actually does reach, so that was really, really good there.
Jage connecting with a button.
All right, now finds himself in the corner here. Dr. Hack's wrist rate is going up.
What a burst bait.
Oh, Dr. Hax is defending. Dr. Hax is doing the right things here. Playing patiently, doing what they need to. Still not able to chase that backdash though, but trying to fight their way out of the corner. That is actually really good that overhead hit, because it meant that the risk gauge dropped down by 50% from that one hit without actually confirming it to anything. So,
what a burst, betting it all.
Oh, and just runs up and throws. What power you have to say, I know I'm one hit away, I know they're pressing buttons, but my one option is going to be, I'm going to dash it on ground and go for a normal throw. That is bravery incarnate.
The courage to grab.
The courage to grab is a special ability as a fighting game player. You have to get really used to that as an option, even in the tightest of situations as such there. Kyo-chan definitely earned that last little interaction, but nonetheless, Dr. Hax's defense during that whole last like 20 whole seconds was insanely good, while actually getting a number of hits in along the way, making it very, very even. And it takes a lot of knowledge, brain power, and bravery to be able to fight out poke by poke and get yourself back in the game when your back is in the corner like that.
It's rough, especially against a pressure monster like Mei. So many ways to reset pressure with disjointed buttons. H-Dolphin being plus, S-Dolphin being just barely not minus enough to get a good punish, so she gets to kind of restart her offense on basically blocked S-Dolphin turns into an RPS point against a lot of characters, and Potemkin is somewhat vulnerable to that due to not having a dash or an air dash.
Right.
Just a tough situation to be in. And Kyo-chan just played it really cleanly from wire to wire, staying in the air a lot, not I didn't think they got busted at all.
No.
And it's hard to do in the main matchup because Mei is a character that likes to stay in the air anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And just eliminating some of the comeback points, moving in after projectiles, using JH from really far ranges, just kind of not really giving Hax a great chance to mount a huge comeback.
Exactly. And I think kind of on top of that too, and just to add to what you're saying about how the Dolphins subs that RPS situation. The thing was, there was an RPS situation, but Kyo-chan found the Batman symbol amidst the RPS and was just using backdash a lot because it covered so many different situations and it wasn't getting defeated. And it was just, you know, Dr. Hax did not want to bring Superman in versus that Batman in that situation and just really got away with a lot of stuff, just recognizing that this is heavily in my favor. And if I backdash, it forces Dr. Hax to make the overcommitment and it keeps me safe ultimately the whole way through. So that Dolphin was setting up a lot of good situations for Kyo-chan.
Oh, moving on to winners finals then. It looks like we're going back up to the upper bracket, 40% flash kick versus Oki, and this one is going to be 3 out of 5.
Yes, this will actually be first to 3. So, you know, when we get back into another rematch here, you know, it should be intentional this time. It should be correct. We're going to see at least 3 matches minimum.
Minimum 3.
Minimum 3.
Ramlethal versus Geo once again returning to the stage.
We've definitely never seen any Geos or Ramlethals here today.
Not even once. Never seen these characters before in my life.
Yeah, surprised. They're just horribly underrepresented in this Strive Day world. Yeah.
Reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts.
All right.
Or hell.
Letting the intros rock on top of everything else. Heck yeah. Heck no.
Intros deleted.
Yeah, I heard that they like intros. How dare they? All right, Oki started with a quick grab here and has Flash Kick already in the corner, but Flash Kick already a barring 5 feet out of the corner here and fighting right the hell back.
Yeah. Quick momentum shift. Nice conversion there, using the BRC to maximize the damage.
And the damage has been maximized. Oh my gosh. Nice 50% there from 40% Flash Kick. Bursting the burst. Who burst the bursters?
Yeah. Apparently 40% Flash Kick. They're going to use this situation to take the first round.
Yeah. And Oki with a huge hero burst there. Like, maybe out of frustration or whatnot, but that was a huge deficit to be able to burst out of. But Oki went for it, and it is what it is. But Flash Kick takes that and now has a very good situation on their end, especially with a cranked risk gauge there for a little bit, for a tad bit extra damage. This is just really hard. Oki is on the back foot.
Yeah, getting chased down by Geo. Big counter hit. Gonna be able to convert, and that's gonna do it.
Oh. And even if that last hit didn't kill, just got enough for an RC to continue the combo afterwards. So everything was coming up 40% for sure. Oh, 5H starting off strong. Big damage to start off the match here.
Immediate corner. 40% life lead. You gotta love that, no matter who you are. Backing off, not wanting to roll the dice against the delayed third hit of the Rekka.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. But a little bit more real estate for Oki is going to do wonders here. Oh, catches the low sword. Burst at the right time. That's a hard thing to burst when you have an automatic combo situation with how far away Ramlethal is. That is very, very scary.
It's terrifying to burst the sword. Gold burst connects.
Nice, though. That far slash doing so much work right now. Oh, and again.
Fast RC is super difficult to watch.
It is insanely good. All right. PRC there. Oh, 2 5Ks. And they didn't even combo. It was just a delayed 5K to trap out something there. And Oki eats both of them. Flash Kick up another round.
Flash Kick looking real strong right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
This is how it starts. Oki with a great conversion on that combo. Going to blast them through the wall, take their 60% life, and move on back to neutral.
And instantly uses that meter that they earned from that wall break right away. But a nice YRC back from Flash Kick, pushing back into the corner here. This is so favorable right now for, oh well, I was gonna say for Flash Kick, but now it's even again. 100 meter on one side, but burst on the other side. Oh, it trades!
We take those, as they say.
Oh yeah, Oki is definitely having no problems with that outcome whatsoever. A little bit more confidence that can be built into the game plan now, knowing that, yeah, things are going to be all right.
This is a big momentum shift for Oki. 5Ks, not quite getting a completed punish. BRC into air grab. And just catching out the damage. Good button. Stopping that PRC from changing fate. But will 40% Flash Kick be able to continue their pressure here after that with grab?
There's his rub here. 40% Flash Kick hanging on to that burst just in case. Gets a little bit of an Abari button out, but Oki keeps going with their own pressure of buttons and actually makes another trade. Very fortunate for Oki, because that could have been a big turnaround point had 40% been able to confirm off of that.
Instead, we're here at 1-1.
Great match so far.
Oki immediately put in the corner by 40% Flash Kick.
Trying to be able to burst again.
Going for a lot of strike there. The sides have been swapped.
Ooh, and the conversions have been made. This is looking super good. Oh, this is looking now extra good for Oki. Gonna have to YRC that burst to keep
aggressive blue burst.
That was amazing.
Yeah, they're fine with this. They're going back to neutral. Oh, 40% Flash Kick also fine with this. Round start 5K, I can do it here too.
Right, this is fine.
One more hit from either player.
Oh! And like you mentioned earlier, Matt, that RC cancel is so fast. You have to react so fast to that and understand what the situation coming towards afterwards is. Yes, there is a red flash on the 5D, but it's so fast, you don't have the time to react. There's so much flash going on.
Yeah, especially after the quick RC from a red Roman, because it kind of masks it quite a bit.
It does, yeah. Effects on the screen, particles everywhere. There's a lot to deal with here, and there's going to be a lot of, a lot of damage potentially left on the table now. Oh, burst the burster.
Who bursts the burster?
5Ks doing a lot of work here. Nice, can't confirm off it, just a little bit far.
Yeah, getting a far slash when you want close slash, that's painful.
Yeah,
almost
you
as
hate to
painful
see
as going down 1-2.
Yeah, 40% Flash Kick, just really keeping up the pressure throughout everything here. It's looking super, super good. But Oki making their way through. They're not on the back foot all that badly. They're still fighting back. They're still trying buttons. And you don't seem discouraged with like the wrong guess here and there. That is a very, very good sign of a strong player there.
Speaking of the right guess, that dive kick.
Breaks the wall, does a bunch of damage on the counter hit, gets him a lot of meter back.
Gets thrown out of BRC. This is bad against her. What a setup! You get a combo after that.
Whoa, that was so good. Oki, you have been saving this for Evo. It's technically Evo, too.
Stopping the Rekka early, not wanting to be minus after that situation. Nice conversion. Oki back on the board.
Yeah, catching that jump out the end there. Very, very good. The PRC doing so much work for Oki right now. Hey, quick back to the corner here. Doesn't get to bait out the burst, but that is fine. This is a winning condition for Flash Kick here. Ooh, that 5H again, but doesn't get the full confirm into the 3 kicks. The Vegito kicks are no-go. And unfortunately, drops hit the wall here. 5D, dash up 5D again. That reaches from so far away. What a terrifying tool that 40% Flash Kick is making use of.
This is the second time they've kind of held off on it for most of the match and then brought it out near the second half of the set. We'll see if it continues to connect on Oki, because if it hits one more time right now, that actually might be the entire match.
Yeah. We're getting to that point in the match where, 40% Flash Kick wants to pull out everything they possibly can to make sure that they get their game going. This is a great start out with it, just saying, hey, this is the final bit of all my knowledge I need to move myself into grand finals. Oh, nice air dash over the far slash. That was so good. Try to do it
again, but it was out of range. Counter hit. Close slash, that's gonna do it.
Oh, that will reach it. At 40% flash kick with a 100% win rate right now, going to grand finals.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That'll send Oki down to losers finals. We are a little behind in the bracket there. From there, though, we still have losers quarters with Ocommunist versus Noctis. Noctis, Onyx, and Purple versus Kyochan.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of those matches facing each other, and the winner of that match will be facing Oki.
So yeah, Oki does get a little bit of time to kind of rest up, think, okay, what happened to that matchup and everything like that, try to figure it out a bit, and then once, you know, because one of the big things we got to worry about, especially in this current setup right now, is that we have at least 3 matches to go. So let's say that's about 15 minutes or so. And then you have to play someone who's been playing, you know, throughout the last 15 minutes or so. So there's going to be a warm-up, revving up point that Oki's going to have to compete up against, along with understanding what went wrong in that last match and how can I adjust that to make these upcoming matches more important. And if I win that, how does it look in grand finals then? So sometimes that sitting out time can give you a lot to work with, but sometimes it might cool you off enough to be like, oh, I'm not ready to play someone who's running on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, that's definitely something like that. That's a big fear in big breaks in tournament matches. Is can you get that momentum back if you were on a tear? I've definitely been cooled off many a time in the past by a large break in the bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a number of us has felt that way too. Just saying, you know, you win your first few matches, you can't find your first or second opponent, you have to wait a little bit, you have to wait for matches to catch up because they start a little bit late here and there. And it's just something that actually from a tournament player perspective, and I think online tournaments really pushes that a little bit more to say, it's very important to say, what does a break look like for me and how do I use that break personally? It's a big thing to think about when you're going back to a tournament standard when we start going offline, and it'll be a little bit more constricted for sure because we have specific time periods that we need to run stuff in, but you have to say, what does a break look like for me? How can I use that time to the best of my abilities? Do I just relax and watch other matches? Do I play casual as much as I can in between time? Do I distract myself on my phone? So on and so forth. And when we're at home, we have all those options available to us right now very quickly. Oh, all right.
Speaking of very quickly, we're in the next match. Ocommunist playing Anji.
Yeah, against Nago. Very, very interesting decision here. Let's see how it pans out. Communist trying stuff. You know what? I respect that. Communist is trying stuff. Very different characters here and there. So now we saw their Kai earlier. Now we see their Anji now versus the Ramathal that we've seen the success with up to this point too. All right, nice overhead.
Rin connecting.
Rin it to win it.
Spend the meter for the damage and the knockdown.
You know you want to say spin it to win it. Oh my gosh. Oh, 5D is blocked. Noctis is ready. And it's a little bit too soon to do the grab. BRC though makes things worse.
That grab was there though.
That was super good.
Back to neutral. Big air to air. Ocommunist got to be feeling good about that one.
Yeah, Ocommunist not cracking under pressure there. Noctis getting very close though. Can't be disappointed in their performance there. Just a few tweaks here and there will get them going for the rest of this match here. Nice jump out.
Rin, Fujin and his follow-ups, like very often rely on both mental stack and knowledge check. So establishing that, like, I'm not going to get grabbed after the hop. I'm ready to block a Rin. I know that the low is minus X and this is my button, etc. Go a really long way against Anji.
Right. But
right now it just looks like Noctis isn't ready to deal with some of these follow-ups. Nice spin, gets the grab.
There it is. That one off move that will work really well against any characters who don't have multi-hitting moves. That is extremely good to be able to get in and just say, I will close the distance with spin. You did a one button move. I can sneak through it, and then I can punish you however I need to. Oh,
nice command grab. Poking out.
Nice. Catches Noctis doing the barre. Oh, but this time Noctis is ready for the spin, waits for it, and gets a great counter hit.
Nice grab. Back to neutral. This is a scary place to be with the life totals in the meter here. Because one clean counter hit from either player could just be death. This is not going to quite kill, but this is going to be a lot of damage in a wall break.
Yeah. And plus the meter now on a communist side here, so they're even on meter. Actually, is the PRC very, very good. Oh, and when the combo actually drops, a communist bursts.
The big call out. It connects.
Oh, no!
Trade. Yo, we have the double.
What a video game! Communist and Noctis both probably sitting there like, you know what? It could be worse. It could be worse. But using that super from too far away makes it vulnerable, and Noctis realizing it, but also pressing a button just slightly too late before the next part of the super comes out.
Yeah, that sort of stuff happens against characters with like huge extended moves without hurt boxes, like Behemoth Typhoon can do that as well. Nice bait.
There we go. Ooh, JH again doing so much work. YRC stops the butterfly. This time it works for real, though. I'm in range this time. You fool, you buffoon.
This is death.
Yeah. Not again, Satan.
The big dice roll after the YRC saying, you're not close enough and or fast enough to meaty this button while I'm still in the guard crush. I'm going to counter.
Right. Counter, maybe the MVP of this match here at the very end, doing a lot of work and just enough time for Noctis to not be aware of it as a potential option again and doesn't get away with murder this time.
What a stressful game. that match in particular.
Oh, you're telling me, Matt. You're telling me, because oh my gosh, it's just like the sheer, like, how do you feel after you get hit by something like that? Do you say that was a win, that was a loss? Well, that could have been something else, or you know, maybe even to the point where it's like, I did the right thing. I very technically did the right thing, but the game punished me for it, so now I feel real tilted about it.
You know what? I think in that situation, no matter which player you are, all you can say to yourself is, well, at least it was a double KO.
Yeah. You just have to shrug and say, well, now it's sudden death, and here we are.
I could have just lost the round, so at least that didn't happen.
Right, it could always be worse.
But we're moving on here to Kyo-chan versus Purple. Ram versus May.
Very strong May start out here, but nice XP in return from Purple as Kyo-chan tries to do a cross-up.
Getting the 3K and a knockdown. This is the Ram position. Good air dash out. May's super fast jumps kind of give her the unique ability to jump out of swords in a way that's much, much riskier for a lot of other characters. Ram can still call it out, of course, but May can do it a little bit better than most. Not quite having the meter to seal the deal there. And that could be big against a character like Ram. Giving her another chance at that corner pressure can be huge. This is how it starts.
Ooh, but misses to confirm that would finally push him into the corner there. But now having a 50 meter has one good more mix-up, but Kyo-chan also has
Air Super.
Very good Orca. Willie has been freed as Kyo-chan takes the first round.
Counter poke Air Super. You love to see it.
Oh, what a good move. What a cool move, actually. All right, burst is now off the table for Purple here. Purple has to play so clean for the rest of this match here. Make sure that Kyo-chan does not get away with just running Dolphin Train all over him.
The Ram with all close slash, not really getting that big of pressure. Kyo-chan able to retake the initiative here.
Oh, the RC actually reaches. Oh, but can't convert. It's fine. That is a weird setup about Dolphin, where if you do miss that kind of into the conversion aspect, you land in a very close and safe position where
you're very close. You get a meaty.
Yeah, it's almost like just its own fake. It's a fake meaty, real fake meaty.
Yeah.
Doesn't touch you on anything. It acts more as like a safe jump almost. And so if you like think, oh, they whipped, I'm gonna press a button. It's like, no, you see, I'm off the Dolphin. I get to play.
Yeah. No, I am afraid to tell you I'm still plus. Nice bait on the super.
That was so good. Very, very good from Kyo-chan there. Kyo-chan getting a lot of mileage from the slide, honestly. Doing great work with that.
A real good button.
What an air throw!
pokes out, doesn't want to get grabbed again. The 6K, I like that. Challenging both a poke out or a grab attempt.
Yeah, just covering both is so good.
And that's going to put Kyo-chan on set point.
We're going to move into winner semis here. Oh, but purple not done yet. Gonna put in the rest here. Okay.
Nice burst. Taking back initiative. Good anti-air.
Was very good.
Gets the 5K this time. Taking more damage.
All right. Decides not to do a side switch to try to get back to the closer corner. But
Fortunately.
Kyo-chan. Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out until it does.
Yeah. Until it works. Oh no! Willie freed again!
Nice Orca. Air grab!
Oh.
Good stuff from Kyo-chan.
And we have not seen Kyo-chan really go for those air throws up until this specific match. And I'm wondering if maybe these two play each other a lot, because those were situations that they felt so specifically targeted to act in a specific way against a specific person. That full screen dash up against the opponent, and then
5K,
wait for like
dash cancel, air grab. They were ready. They had the read.
Yeah,
One way
they
or
knew
another,
something.
they knew something. They had the brain energy.
Yeah,
Wherever
yeah.
it comes from, it came in handy.
It very much came in handy, and that was really good stuff from Kyo-chan. Kyo-chan going into the loser side from the first match, now that I'm realizing, against Purple, actually. So, yeah. Kyo-chan got revenge.
Run back.
Yeah, Kyo-chan got their revenge, and now they find themselves in loser semis after all of that work. Good stuff, Kyo-chan.
We're up to our final 2 out of 3 set here.
And that will... my mouse got stuck. That'll be Okaminus versus Kyo-chan. And it looks like... I assume that is going to be Okaminus who came in. But no, great stuff so far from both of these players. I mean, obviously they're in loser semis, so they're playing pretty darn good. But definitely showing a specific skill set that seems to be very well tuned to how everyone is playing in this tournament, and it clashes a lot of the different styles and whatnot. I feel like the Blaze Blue style is starting to come more through a little bit more with these final 4 that we have left.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of DV influence in their play. In a really good way. It's super exciting to watch people from different scenes, come into Strive, take the fundamentals and habits they have, and make them work with the game. And all of it, little interactions and strange mysteries underneath the hood. As we wax here a bit, Kyo-chan taking the first round really quickly, just super oppressive, tons of damage.
Yeah, no real big combos from Kyo-chan, just winning on a situational basis. 2 hits per, no real big knockdowns, just backdash, air move, small 3-hit combo, doesn't really knock down. And it is paying off hugely for Kyo-chan right now. Oh, but Okaminus making a comeback here.
In the burst, once again, going back to that neutral they've been excelling at.
Oh, great air throw.
Burst, slowing down the entire internet. This is gonna connect. 3 for 3 on these Orcas, going for the ground grab after the dash cancel. There may be a reacting to the green guard. Super clean stuff from Kyo-chan once again.
Yeah, Kyo-chan getting a lot of grips on people, actually. Doing a really good job putting just enough pressure throughout all their neutral and whatnot to make it so that the opponent doesn't want to move out of certain situations. And that is doing a lot of work.
Absolutely. Speaking of doing a lot of work, Okami is getting that big ram damage.
Oh, nice air throw from Kyo-chan. Kyo-chan really bringing it back. Yeah, Okaminus did get that one combo, and it was almost even at one point, but Kyo-chan bringing it back without any sort of big combos of their own, honestly. Just piece by piece, just chunking them down. Wow, good dash under the 2H sword. That was so good.
Yeah, taking that corner there, getting the counter hit. Hard bait on the burst.
Oh, that was...
It doesn't land. This is huge for Okami. They could just take the whole round from this. They hard bait as well. What is happening here?
Late burst saves it. YRC's gonna push back into the corner here. But
JH dashing air grab. That's the Blaze Blue special, forward dash air grab.
Special. Yeah.
That's what players hate this.
Yeah. Just a picture of Kyo-chan throwing out money at the camera and said, "I became rich by this one weird trick." Air dash throw, the Blaze Blue special.
Now here's the Ramlethal special. Low option catches, 40% life.
All right, here we go.
Oh, this is tough. Blocking Ram. You see the stagger pressure. Very actively aware of the threat of a YRC. Kyo-chan just kind of waiting it out, letting the communists get comfortable just with that stagger pressure. And once they left just a big enough gap, they jumped out and they took back the momentum. They're forcing the burst out of Ocommunist. This is a great place to be for Kyo-chan.
Oh, that is one hell of a usage
Big
of
read.
Yeah, like really hoping for that read. That was like beyond like a read. That was a hope and a prayer, a safe hope and a prayer, mind you. But what a way to burn 100 meter. No, not confirming into any sort of block stun and then getting in off of that. No huge combos or anything like that. Just the hope that maybe they'll run to the super, and if they don't, I'm still safe. But now you have nothing else to play with. You really threw out all the cards out of the window.
They were going to the library for the biggest read of their life, but Kyo-chan said, please, this is a Wendy's.
Kyo-chan said, LeVar Burton's dead. There's no more reading Rainbow. It's gone. It's over. Yeah. Who needs to read? I got audiobooks. It's like, oh shit. Audiobooks. Who would have thought?
So, Oki versus Kyo as our losers finals set. We're moving back to 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Ramlethal versus May with Giovanna waiting in grand finals.
The train just not stop.
Man, Kyo-chan's been running the gauntlet. Purple Ramlethal, Ocommunist Ramlethal, Oki Ramlethal. Just Ramlethal after Ramlethal after Ramlethal, and they're showing that they are very confident in this matchup, very comfortable at playing the neutral in particular. We will see if Oki can shut down this momentum, and this is kind of this is maybe like a worst case scenario in terms of getting cooled off, because you played your last set like kind of 15 minutes ago, and the person you're playing against has just played back-to-back 2 Ramlethal players and two of them both. So they're not only super warmed up, they're super warmed up in this particular matchup.
Yeah, that is like the true worst case scenario that can happen here. So, but Oki has probably had their fair share of maze that they played against leading up to this point. Clearly have a lot of experience. Their level shows 1,000 plus. So there's no way that they haven't had their fair share of maze and might still be just extremely comfortable with the matchup themselves, especially with things like jump back JS that catches a lot of people off guard, and that will stop May from doing Dolphin in a lot of situations on top of everything else.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this match goes. Once again, 3 out of 5. We're getting down to the wire here at Central Clash. We are in top 3.
Oh, there it is. There's that jump back JS again. It's doing so much work already.
Yeah, just like you said, allowing Oki to control the neutral. Here's the corner situation. Good Dolphin out.
Again,
maybe recognize that Oki was going to have to do something to pick up that sword. Oh, the damage. Oh, that hurts.
Ooh, nice PRC. Still get 6P though, regardless.
And then just a little bit of patience from both players, not wanting to be the one to run into something. Good 6P. Baits the burst. This
that was
death.
such a hard bait. Oh,
It lifts the wrong way. Could Kyo-chan come back from this? They do get the hit here. They might at minimum get to force the burst.
Oh, base out the throw situation. Oh,
Base
no,
the burst. Oh no, this is everything Kyo-chan wants. They got the burst and they got the comeback.
That is so unfortunate. Oki really has to be like just groaning a little bit mentally on that to say, you know, that sucks. I gotta move on. But great stuff from Kyo-chan to keep their head in the game, regardless of all odds. Air throw
the air dash grab. good mash out, still having the presence of mind, saying, I'm not cracked from one bad round, I'm still in this. But Kyo-chan does get a critical hit here, and it's going to put them one Oki setup away from taking this first game.
Oh, and just making it so hard for Oki to react to anything. Just doing simple air dash over. Oki not pressing any buttons.
Dust!
Oh, this is gonna be big. So much damage, evening it out. But Kyo-chan now has 50 meter on top of everything else. Can make this happen. No PRC between everything.
Oh, the hardest bait. The hardest bait. Or rather, the hardest read of the gold burst. Maybe trying to challenge a dolphin, maybe trying to challenge an air dash. Either way, the gold burst does not connect, and Kyo-chan is going to go up 1-0 here.
And I think there's something to be said about Kyo-chan right now, because that's 2 for 2 people who have done it now. That very far away try to read situation. Kyo-chan is doing something to these folks' heads that makes them think this is a good idea.
I'll tell you what's a good idea. Hard knockdown and 50% life.
Yeah, with extreme meter gain on top of it.
Yeah, Oki looking real good in this round here.
But
nice poke out.
Bigger also. We're gonna push back into the corner here. Crosses up. Wow!
Nice anti-air. Was that 2P or 5P?
That was a 5P to 6P combination. That was so good.
Good blocks. Getting caught by the sword. Nice stagger pressure by Oki on the board, taking the round.
Very, very good. Oh, 2H though, the god. So much damage from these close slashes on top of everything else. Jeez, 60% from that.
Super hard to burst too. Kyo-chan taking every advantage they can. Counter hit. Not going to be able to get a combo.
2H coming out. Have to be safe about that. 6P again.
Smart sub baits out the gold burst again. That's 2 for 2. Kyo-chan in some heads today, evening out the rounds at 1-1.
And this is bad going into the last round because now Oki doesn't have that burst to play around with. Kyo-chan just has to get one good life lead to get started, and Oki has to take all of the pressure from there on out.
This is a way to get started. Nice conversion. Not a whole lot of damage, but getting that great quarter placement. Kyo-chan, however, making their way out, getting the grab. This is where things are going to get real scary.
But Oki on their way to get their burst back, so they will have about 2 more chances going forward here. There's one.
Immediate burst.
Depending on his next starter, it could be one more chance here, but it's looking pretty dire for Oki to start here.
Yeah, not enough meter to kill off of that, but a very, very advantageous situation for Kyo-chan. Good 6P, gets the OTG slide. So smart. Going to take game 2. This is currently 2-0 from Kyo-chan. Right now, Oki's got to get that reverse 3-0 if they want to move back up to grand finals.
I mean, they've made it this far in the tournament, but like you said earlier, having to cool down against a player who's played only Ramlethals for the last like 15 minutes, that's a lot to deal with. That is a lot on their mind right now about how do I play against a player who already plays against me.
That's the question they're going to have to figure out real quick, and this is a great start. Just immediate tremendous life lead here. Will they hold the burst is the question.
So they have 100 meters, so there's more opportunities to be found here than more than anything else. And yes, holding on to that burst turns out to be the winning decision.
Super burst safe combo there too to end it. Clean stuff from Oki.
But Oki getting another round on the board here. There's a gold burst that lands. Here we are. Oh,
nice.
It's gonna be huge starter. This is a huge starter.
Tremendous dolphin punish using the super 2 to maximize damage. That's a good 75% life.
Again, but no, not this time.
Nice cross up.
Yeah, Kyo-chan's been doing a lot of cross-up moves, and it's been, while not paying off in damage, Oki's not doing anything against it. Not running out of the situation, not anti-airing it, not even trying anything, just blocking it. So it's been a great option for Kyo-chan, and finally it pays off after so long.
Good burst bait. Has the meter, turns it into a tick grab, and the OTG is going to take it. Oki is on the board.
Oki with the Oki. Very, very good. Now 2-1. Let's see if Oki's able to stop this train of pain that's Kyo-chan right now. Oh, I don't know if that's maybe what they're going for, but that was a dastardly start.
throw loops in my strive.
It's more likely than you think, Mini Matt.
Pressure continuing.
Oki's alive. Oki's awake. Oki's feeling themselves. Oki is going. All right, Willie is freed.
They're going right back to mid-screen. That super was good. Is this going to kill? Yes, the OTG.
Yeah. That OTG does such a grip of damage at the end there. You wouldn't expect it sometimes. He's like, oh, it's just, you know, hitting at the end of a throw, which doesn't do much damage in the first place, but oh, it does so much work.
Yeah, there are a lot of moves in this game that I feel like just have enormous minimum damage, almost specifically to be used in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
First.
All right. Good air movement from Kyo-chan, showing very good air movement the entire time, too, on top of everything else. But getting out of the swords, especially a high sword on top of everything else, is really, really good.
Jumping jab, just kind of to check jump out attempts. Oki being very careful, not wanting to let Kyo-chan out of the corner, but Kyo-chan does get their chance. Reversal grab, going to reset the momentum.
Oh, okay, can't confirm any further off of that.
Sword toss!
Oh, no. Oh,
This is the sword toss on that 6H could be everything. Kyo-chan able to take that round here.
Fortunately for Oki, still, well, had their burst, but still had one more opportunity to kind of keep themselves safe and just really try to take back the momentum, but it is not working so far. Kyo-chan just too much of a powerhouse running forward, pushing to the corner here. 6P misses, and Kyo-chan, despite being there back to the corner, is still pushing forward. Oh my gosh. Everything is Kyo-chan right now. Kyo-chan is feeling themselves. Kyo-chan's excited to be here. Kyo-chan is going to grand finals. That was insane.
A 3-1 victory from Kyo-chan.
And just the sheer forward momentum from Kyo-chan that entire time was just chef's kiss. That was so good. It was so spicy. It was so much power behind every single option that they were doing. And they just I feel like every single motion that they did that they got away with even just a little bit was just more being thrown onto the mental stack of their opponents consistently over and over and over. It was cross up buttons over and over and over, just made it more difficult for Oki to really kind of establish themselves and say, okay, what's my advantage now? What did they hit with before they landed? I gotta figure this out before they jump again. Oh, they landed in the air now, so I can't do anything. And just continually screaming into the void.
Yeah, once Kyo-chan got started, it was just such a blender. And Ram basically having to commit to YRC or Super as their metered reversal options with no meterless just means that once Kyo-chan had those reads and had the feeling for when it was the right time to just aggress with that offense, that was all it took.
Yep.
And we will move on here to our grand finals match. 40% flash kick in winners versus Kyo-chan coming from losers.
And just now Kyo-chan has to play a little bit differently, obviously different character and whatnot, but this has been a player who, if anyone keep up with their movement, Kyo-chan's movement, it's 40% flash kick, just from a more of a ground-based level rather than an air-based level. So let's see what is able to come of this.
Getting a quick counter hit there off of the close slash. I think that move is like +3 minimum, something like that.
I believe you're right. It's insanely plus. At the very least, it's not negative enough to do anything about it.
2S connecting, incredible button, huge disjoint.
YRC from 40% flash kick and good Abari button to stop the dust.
But they're still in it a little bit. Their life total hecked out by a far slash dolphin or 2S dolphin.
And then,
clean stuff from Kyo-chan.
Yeah, Kyo-chan getting themselves on the board here.
Counter hit.
Ooh, okay, good burst. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
party starter.
Yeah, especially before Giovanna, because she gets all that extra bonuses from having the full meter. But now burns through it, so doesn't get the full percentage of the meter now. Full percentage of the buffs from the meter.
Nice backdash.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the offense, has a lot of meter. This is really huge. Not gonna... And they get it! The run-up dust once again saying, hey, you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
And as we've seen all this time, no. The answer is a very resounding no. People are not ready for this.
40% taking that second round.
Oh.
5K loops.
Doesn't stick to the wall here. A little bit short, but that wall damage is very, very high. Oh, just a standing in place Vegito kick. That pays off super well.
Big conversion, big burst safe.
It's like I could do that too. This is actually, yes, that reaches maximum damage. That was completely optimal from Kyo-chan.
Jumps out of the throw, good stuff. Using the BRC to guarantee the punish. Kyo-chan does have the meter to kill here though, and Kyo-chan on the board for this game.
Yeah, going that first matchup. This is still going to be a warm-up period for a 40% flash kick, but Kyo-chan continuing on the tear that we've seen from all the way in loser semis up to this point here.
Yeah, they are they're riding that momentum from that long losers bracket run, and a 40% flash kick is gonna have to stop them if they want to take this tournament. Good conversions, big damage, accidental side swap, but such a big life lead.
Yeah, honestly, doesn't matter all that much, it seems like. Still getting as much damage as they can from that, and then getting over the corner when they get the knockdown. So, still, great stuff from 40% flash kick to realize the situation didn't go their way, but making the most of it nonetheless.
Nice punish on that backdash throw. But Kyo-chan's still able to keep this momentum going.
Oh. All right, good burst there from 40% slash kick. Now has Kyo-chan in the corner, but Kyo-chan using a lot of things like jump D and whatnot to get themselves out of the corner. Now the turns have been tabled.
The turns have been tabled indeed. 40% flash kick, real low on life here.
Now just like, really trying to play that long range game. Kyo-chan has no reason to rush it anymore. Just letting 40% run themselves in, and it definitely pays off with that jump up JS. Excuse me.
It's so hard to approach Mei. She has those disjointed jumping back air buttons. She has 2S. You could run into a dolphin. This could happen to you.
Yeah.
So utilizing that life lead and not going in, really, really effective stuff from Kyo-chan.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, they're moving back, jumping back, doing full screen air buttons, just kind of making it 40% flash kick's problem to move in on them. Overhead connecting, then going for a blow with the plus frames. Kyo-chan up 2-0, actually just about to reset it here if they take the next game.
Yeah, Cleano 3-0 reset. That's doing some work right now. Kyo-chan looking really, really good. Once again, running through all the way through losers after their first match in the tournament. They are making one hell of a comeback.
Yeah, they're looking real clean today.
All right.
Nice
Okay.
conversion.
There we go, flash kick. All right, good burst. Kyo-chan not using the time to get out of the corner, but it still pays off with the 6P.
Gold burst connects. Nice dive kick. That's going to be wall break with a ton of damage. Spending the red Roman wants the optimized damage.
Yeah, keep that.
I like that. I like it again. I like it to the sequel.
Yes, it was so nice. We had to do it twice. Flasher came that first round again in the set, but has not been able to close out a set quite yet. But has a lot of matches to work around with, potentially.
JS gonna get Kyo-chan out of the corner.
All right, K9 can push towards the corner here, chasing down with more Vegito kicks. Oh, we have not used Cena super yet from Flash Kick.
That did so much. Taking this knockdown, taking the meaty.
Oh, punishes a button on the way down here. YRC.
Look at that meter for Kyo-chan. They do it, the air-to-air super.
Oh, it really splashes Giovanna completely the wrong way.
What a bait! Kyochan on set point for bracket reset. What a bait. They believed in 40% flash kick.
That is insane. Oh, command throw. We haven't seen much of that yet either. All right.
Try to chase a jump, 40% flash kick, pressing a fast button real quick. Once again, in that charge dust. Recognizing Kyochan not blocking it. And if they aren't going to be blocking them, it's a free ticket to 60% life every time.
All right, closing out the difference between their life totals right now. Oh, 6P again. Can they get the run under? Yes, they can.
One combo.
Oh,
Gonna
one
miss
throw.
Meaty.
Okay, all right, blue burst. Oh, but the delayed Trow, I can't pronounce that name, actually takes the match as Kyochan tries to jump out of the corner there, and really good awareness from 40%. Just realizing that Kyochan likes to jump out in that situation a lot and was getting away with it in a lot of the matches up to this point.
They can't keep getting away with this.
They can't keep getting away with this, but god damn it, Flash Kick's gonna try. Right.
Good pressure.
Yeah,
Once again, the charged overhead.
It baits it out. Doesn't get any punch off it, but that is actually more than fine because if you miss a burst and it does not touch your opponent, your burst goes down to 0. Absolute 0. So now, this next match is so heavily in 40% Flash Kick's favor that if they start getting a hit, Kyochan will probably not end up getting a burst. If not very late in the match.
And you know now that that dust is on Kyochan's brain.
All
Good
right.
frame trap. Catching the jump out attempt.
Oh, there it was. But Kyochan ready for it this time.
Nice yellow room, but Kyochan getting the dolphin hit, able to take him to the corner, backing up, not wanting to get caught by wake up flash kick maybe, and once again the overhead.
Yeah, there's the point where that burst would have been very nice to have, but unfortunately had not made its way back until just now. Yeah,
They say yes, I can do it too.
Oh no, Kyochan!
Dolphin. There it is.
There it is.
And this is a reset point once again for Kyochan.
Almost there. Oh, using this is like now Flashy gotta be sitting there like, oh, this is what I've been doing to people.
Yeah, and that was a counter. A lot of these dusts also have been counter hits, clipping attempted poke outs.
Right.
But functionally speaking, whether the dust hits you overhead or catches your poke out, the result is the same. If it's working, you keep doing it.
Exactly.
And that will be a bracket reset for Kyochan. Both players down to 0-0, and this will be our final set.
And just right now, Kyochan just taking from 40% Flash Kick's book verbatim, and it seems to be the last piece of the puzzle to get over Flash Kick more consistently in these matches here.
Yeah, 40% Flash Kick is going to need to make a pretty big adaptation here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Good air to air.
Oh, does it again.
Kyochan clearly sending a message.
They're a monster, and I love it. I love to see it. Trying to bail the burst there, no go. Flash kick, dash under, cross on. That was so good. And gonna get great conversion off this to the other wall here, but can't reach the rest of the Rekkas. No matter. All right, so Flash kick here, doing a great job trying to push back the corner, winning the match again here. Barely, okay, early burst. Nice air throw. Haven't seen that from Flash Kick very often quite yet.
Oh, nice bait on the grab. Moving back does not want Kyochan to get that burst. And they connect with the dust, catching him in the air.
Kyochan, jumps out of it. But Kyochan has burst on their side along with the meter, so has a lot more to work with in this situation. Flash Kick cannot allow many more opportunities on Kyochan's side.
This could be a potential starting point. Nice jab out.
Oh,
First
round again.
Taking the first one after the reset.
Yeah, maybe just enough time to say I've been playing against this player enough to actually start to get to know, okay, here's what they're doing. I'm starting to feel them out a little bit more. I'm getting more comfortable with my options in turn of it, and I'm not gonna get gimmicked out by something like charge 5D, because that's my gimmick. That's me. I do this. Now that was 2 hits. That was 2 hits and 40% life. Kept it very simple. Didn't get the opportunity to burst it. Just kept it straightforward. Yeah, just let me catch this out. It's fine. I don't need anything else from this.
Back to neutral here. Kyo-chan getting bursted. Nice backdash to not be minus there. And this is where Kyo-chan excels. They have the corner. They have the burst gone. It's time to party. It's time to call SeaWorld. Nice dashing button, BRC, the combo drops. However, we have these.
Wow! The 2D goes under!
What a burst bait! And like you mentioned earlier, that whiff burst means Kyo-chan's not getting another one here.
Yeah. Definitely has a very, very long road to go there.
They've taken the initiative so far in this round, though. This life lead might mean they'll get to round 3 with the chance to get that burst back, and this combo is a way to start that. It's not quite going to kill, but one more setup. And 40% flash kick says, no, you're going to have to deal with me this round at least one more time. It's your turn to block. Good jab out. Chip damage is a big threat here.
Now, back in the corner again here. Oh!
That's one way to do it.
And Kyo-chan, she's been doing such a good job about just using Free Willy so much. I don't think she's missed a single one so far. I might be incorrect, but it's at least at 90% hit rate right now. Right. Oh, tries to 5D through it. There we go again. Good burst from flash kick. You know, definitely a fate worse to death to get hit by that. Oh my gosh, so much damage here. Wall break.
Kyo-chan in a great position right here. Positive penalty, full on life almost. Had the burst for that scenario that just happened here.
And right now, Kyo-chan, she's sitting on a good amount of meters. She probably won't die from this because you can't reach the corner that far away and can't do that much damage from another cancel. But right now, Flash Kick has everything here because Kyo-chan cannot burst out of that.
What a conversion. What a punish. That was godlike. Flash Kick up 2-0 on this reset.
Yeah, and I have to give it to Kyo-chan at this point. Kyo-chan's been playing a lot of matches. She's been playing entirely for the last like 20 plus minutes. That's exhausting. No matter what character you play, that is exhausting. That's a lot of decision making. So at this point, it's really up to Kyo-chan to really rally up everything that she has, any energy that she has left, and really push against Flash Kick here.
But it may be too late. Flash Kick may have the download. 40% Flash Kick may have reached 100% Flash Kick.
Yeah. Finally, the download has completed. I should not use AOL in the year of 2021, but here we are. And now I am on that point. Yeah. I'm going to go into the chat room to tell everyone how cool my Giovanna is.
Yeah, 50% of a life bar away from taking this tournament. 40% Flash Kick. Definitely wants to end things here before Kyo-chan figures out the big adaptations to make a momentum shift. And they might not get the chance. They're at like 15% life in the corner. Hits with the charge dust.
Just in time for the raid from Anya. Yo, thank you much. Want to give you much love, and to you and your crew, thank you for bringing your community through to us. We are in grand finals of the Central Clash. Please sit back and relax and get hyped for these matches right now.
We may be one combo away. This grab is huge.
This is huge from Kyo-chan. What can she do here? Nice. Ooh, the Dolphin barely missed. The backdash though from Kyo-chan keeps her alive. And good hit from there.
What an air-to-air.
Really, really good.
This is a very, very tense round. This is Kyo-chan's big chance to reverse the momentum and prevent this post-reset 3-0 from 40% flash kick.
Right now, Kyo-chan's actually switched her playstyle a
It's gonna
lot.
kill.
It was definitely gonna kill. What Kyo-chan had did in that last match, what she did was a lot of jumping normal button, and 40% flash kick jumped into it so many times that they lost so much life based off that alone. Kyo-chan was just being a wall at this point. It is paying off so well against flash kick, who at this point probably feels like they have the momentum, and Kyo-chan, she's just trying to slow it down.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's been a shift in her reads on how to play the neutral here, but getting forced back into this corner is not a position you want to be in against Giovanna.
Oh, absolutely not.
Especially not as piloted by 40% flash kick.
But the Gundam is flying out here, shooting lasers, doing gun stuff, and Giovanna is just driving this like crazy. Kyo-chan is just living in their space right now. Oh, the pressure right now. Oh, the throw!
Immediate burst. Wants the mulligan. Kyo-chan ends up on the other side out of the corner. We are back to neutral here.
Yeah, and oh, that knee is doing so much work for flash kick right now. Oh, but misses the confirm off of it. That's very unfortunate.
Burst safe. And unfortunately, that drop will that drop may come back to haunt them in many unfortunate ways.
Alright, there is again the close slash special. Both these characters have it, and Kyo-chan wins it out this one. And there's that backdash jump again, jump button again, and Flashkick is just running into these. Definitely getting maybe a level of impatient, really want to try to end the tournament. And that is a folly that a lot of even the toppest players fall into. I want to end the tournament, I'm ahead, I want to get this over with before my opponent catches up, and it ends up in a lot more mistakes instead. But
nice conversion, I love that 5K loop.
Yeah, that was very, very good.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're saying. Sometimes the way a mentality can shift, that way just ends up being an anchor around someone's neck. Pardon the pun. There's the big 5D. Doesn't quite finish the combo.
Goes for it. Backdash though. Kyo-chan very, very aware. And there it is again. J8 backdash. And Giovanna runs right into it. 2-2. Sorry, Mini-Matt. I had to interrupt.
No, I was struck speechless. That was so godlike. This is it. This is the last game. Last of the entire tournament. Whoever wins this game will win Central Clash.
Man, these two have been clashing super hard right now. This is definitely the pinnacle of players that we've seen all event. They are playing so well against each other and adapting to one another's play styles. But right now, Flashkick has a Kyo-chan in the corner, and she has nothing to do but just kind of faultless defense to push out. Using that green guard, decides to burst. The hero burst doesn't pay out. The
nice side kick. This is tournament point for 40% flash kick.
Oh, there's a conversion again from flash kick. That flash kick is so good.
They're in 5D. Yep. Here's the thing. They have been not using it as much for the last 3 games until they used it at the end of the last round. They were storing it up. And with that final 5D, they're in such a good position to take hold of that. This conversion will do it. They BRC to make sure they don't drop it. Catches the toe of the 5D.
Oh, but the 5K into 2D conversion. So good from Kyo-chan. And that makes 40% flash kick your Central Clash champion.
What a set. It really came down to how 40% flash kick was rationing out those charged 5Ds. Because once again, they realized these are all hitting. I have to make sure to use them the exact right amount of times to maximize what I get off of them without doing them so much that Kyo-chan starts actively looking out for them. And they saved the very last one for the perfect possible time to take this event. What a great set from both players.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. That was just the kind of thing where you start reserving back some of your options a little bit, start going for different options. And as we kind of mentioned before, 40% flash kick is really good at building those very heavy mental stack options, saying, I've been doing this the whole time. Now you know that's on the table. I've been doing this now. And I kind of shifting it up for a very long set. And I have to really give the 40% for shifting up that differently throughout the entire set. It went the distance, and eventually I think the exhaustion caught to Kyo-chan, And she started kind of getting a little bit more sloppy here and there. Her options became a little bit more simple and not as tricky and not as kind of cheeky overall. And that's where 40% flash kick came right through and threw all those options back in like a bunch of peppers into your salad.
Like, I think we really saw the big difference after the end of the first set. 40% flash kick, got all those 5Ds, and then you saw Kyo-chan for a couple games, two or three games, started doing a lot of charged 5D as well. Like to the point where it seemed like they were kind of making a statement saying, yeah, I get it, this is how we're playing. But it marked a pretty clear shift in their playstyle and their momentum, and they were able to get it back after a couple games. But those couple of games were exactly what 40% flash kick needed in order to take that final set. It was such a great back and forth set from both players. Amazing Guilty Gear. Just a pleasure to watch.
Absolutely. Shout out to the people who are running this again. We got I actually never said this out loud, so if I say this wrong, I've been calling it CH Final, like counter hit final, but CH Final, and Kasha for running this event here. And this isn't it. They're burning the midnight oil, or I guess the afternoon oil. The sun's still out, but because after this comes Blaze Blue, which this is a Blaze Blue centric community, and they're going to Central Fiction afterwards. So if you thought these matches were good, you're gonna get the cream of the crop coming here shortly later today.
All right, yeah.
40% flash kick rolling in, asking for an interview. I can't believe this. I love it. That's good.
Well, yeah.
All right, so
we'll
go. I guess we'll hop into general and see what he's got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to hear it.
Let's give it a shot.
Should we hop in too, actually?
Yeah.
No. Oh, let's see.
All right.
Hello,
Can you hear
friends.
us? What's up, man? Congratulations on your win.
That final set was so much fun.
Yeah, it looked fun.
I would lose games, and I would just get more hype because I'm like, damn, that was really good. All right, good job, man. I'm going to kick your ass. And then I'd fucking go after him. Like, he started doing the box jumps to get away from me, right? Instead of just normal backdashes. And I'm like, damn, that's a really smart idea. Maybe I should try that sometime. Anyway, I'm going to dash up and throw you in the air now.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like, those sets at the end were definitely, like, the best sets of the tournament by far. But
and I wanted to, I also wanted to clarify something. So, apparently you guys were saying, like, someone was trying to bait my burst whenever I'd get a bunch of gold bursts. I wasn't getting gold bursts for the passive or anything like that. I was doing them on purpose for the meter so I could continue going in. Because, as you saw in the early sets, like, I had fast red Romans, I had a lot of stuff that I used my meter for, and like, just against Homeboy here, who I just played against, using the dive kick and getting its +5 was so immaculate because trying to backdash the +5 situation got him caught several times. And
yeah, for sure.
it was just a matter of every time I was like, okay, I need a little meter. Do I have burst? Cool, I'm gonna try and use it for this. Other times was like, well, I really don't want to block it anymore, so get out of here.
Yeah, you'll love to see it. All right, so yeah, congratulations again. You have any last words? I know the Midwest was right there in the chat cheering you on.
My local dudes over in Mishawaka, down in Indiana, they're very good. Mr. Ice Cool, who's really good at Blaze Blue, he's pretty solid at Guilty Gear as well. He's also my training partner. But for those of you who did not do so well today, there is always another tournament. So don't give up on yourselves, okay? For those of you I beat, I hope to see you all again. Also, get fucked, Oki.
Wow, strong words for Oki there.
Yeah.
But,
Test that mofo.
I'm sure he will come back. I'm sure he doesn't like losing too much. So, yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you again. Congratulations on your win again.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Ping me about like payouts and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I'll
Take it
DM
easy,
you
gentlemen.
later. All right, see ya.
And we're back.
All right, so strong little words there. And at the end there for Flash Kick, but he does take home the win.
Yes, definitely. We'd like to thank the commentators, Mini Matt, Ryudo. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Your guys' commentary was amazing. I loved hearing every second of it. I'm really
Thanks for
happy you guys.
having us. It was a good time.
I was really happy you guys were able to commentate this event. Tasha, any last words before we head out?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to echo it. I mean, we had a little bit of a rough start, I'm not going to lie, but you guys held it down perfectly, so I want to thank you again. And hopefully some of you guys will stick around for Blaze Blue. That'll be in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yep.
Blaze Blue's mad hype.
Oh yeah, please
yeah,
watch Blaze
for
Blue.
sure.
Yes.
All right, I think that's it for us. Congratulations once again to Flash Kick, and we'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Yeah, take care of yourselves. Thanks for
Take it
tuning
easy.
in.
See you guys.